avoid giving up features would be to go for an NVIDIA RTX 4070 because, as Digital Foundry pointed out, its feature set more closely matches the new console. But when it came to decision time, we felt that this XFX Quick 7800 XT, with its higher raw performance, would make up for the lack of shiny features and help us secure another win for Team PC. What are we looking at for our total?
$655.
Wait, really? That leaves enough for a sketchy Windows key, that 8-window controller we checked out recently, and even some stick lock from LTDstore.com to cover those precious analog nubbins during transport. But I couldn't help noticing there's still no Wi-Fi 7. Okay, well, that's a bit of a corner, isn't it? But, hold on. If we built this machine using the absolute lowest prices we found, Scrapyard War style, maybe we could get it at a lower price?
$535.
Potential $165 Wi-Fi card and, I don't know, other stuff.
What would you use the money for?
That's a tough question, because you're not going to go up another class of GPU. And you could upgrade your CPU, but it's not going to affect gaming performance that much. I think the best use of it is a pretty well-rounded system. We'll just go for some games. Speaking of, let's do a side-by-side. How close are we? I definitely am seeing oh, you are too.
Right now I've set our PC to the PS5 Ray Trace Performance mode, which is the ideal way to play on PS5 base, but we probably want to mess with the settings a little bit to get a little more visual fidelity and see what we can squeeze out.
Question for you. Oh yeah, no, we're still getting some pop-in from the confetti. It looks about the same on both of them. Honestly, when we did the short circuit on the PS5 Pro, I didn't find that the PS5 and the Pro looked that different in this game. And I'm having a hard time thinking anything. Oh, the grass. Your grass is noticeably higher fidelity than mine.
Yeah.
Okay. If I want to catch up, nothing here looks like it's going to help with that. All I can really do is...
I think it's just resolution and FSR. So FSR will be display.
Oh, whoa. Interesting. Does it look closer to yours right now?
Yeah.
Because we looked at... No, I swear, when we were looking at it before, it was... Hold on, okay, I'm going back.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's cuckoo again.
It's so interesting. It's so blurry.
What do I have to change to make it operate like it does in the menu? Look at it. Am I supposed to be able to see what I'm changing? Nope, definitely not.
We're definitely getting 1% low. Ray tracing is which is definitely not the 7800 XT's 4K. But that's the trade-off.
I think in this game, I'm going to have to say there's an advantage for the PS5 Pro.
It is an exceptionally well-optimized game, even on the base PS5, so the PS5 Pro just gets that extra little bit.
However, with that said, if you had me blind taste test these, I would not object to either. This is a great experience if you want to play Rift Apart.
I watched something that I've been curious to see for myself, and I would be able to tell the difference with PSSR for one big issue, which is some of its upscaling looks like it's moving. If you look at those lines in the deck, you can see them kind of like moving, and they're not supposed to be. Like they're supposed to be stable.
Oh, okay, so hold on a second.
See? So there's motion artifacting or something. So I'm curious to see that.
So we've got to make this advantage in both ways. I'm just looking at the confetti inside the Let's just go with that. FSR has no idea.
It's pretty awesome.
There's a lot of motion artifacts. It's clear that PS5 Pro's upscaling is doing a much better job here. Like, it's really hard. If you can catch one with your eye and try to follow it around, you can follow a piece of confetti around. Whereas mine, good luck.
Yeah.
That's just a garbled mess. Overall, the motion is still there. It's moving clockwise or whatever. But those are two objects, and that's just, it's shredded. Almost. Looking. My foliage doesn't look way worse than yours. Oh, my trees do though. Yeah, the background trees look so flat and lifeless. I think this is an L.
I think the PS5 Pro might take the win on this one. I had everything set to high, but I think we're going to want to mess with the settings again. Like substantially. Oh. Would you like to enable the Pro rendering mode? Here we go. Yes.
We reset these displays right before we started, and when we were using them, PS5 versus PS5 Pro on circuit, they looked the same.
I thought Windows 11 HDR was supposed to be good.
Just said you liked mine better. Maybe I did first.
I think you might have loaded faster than PS5 Pro.
Got him.
Oh, no.
Dang it!
Wow, that's not
Good. Your hair is better.
It's so, it's true. I think your texture's worse. That's pretty.
If they are, it's not by much, dude.
I think, like, the photos are a little bit clearer here. I don't know if that's a PSSR thing, because it looks like it's doing some weird work.
Yeah. Dude, I would rather have the softer photo than the, like, shimmery line on it. Are you getting a good solid 60 FPS?
Oh yeah, this is the 60 FPS.
Me too. Not with any kind of variable refresh rate.
The fact that it can be this close to the screen and not tell the difference, I think tells the story.
Yeah, they both look great.
They both look fantastic.
I think we could call this close enough.
Yeah. I think we could probably tweak settings and get it a little bit better, but you're already at your performance threshold. So.
Yeah, I think this is as good as it's going to get. Wow, this is not good.
Oh wow, yeah, you're 40-ish.
I'm not even, no, I don't even think I believe what Frameview is saying. Dude, touch this.
Oh yeah, that's like sub 30.
No, way, that's way.
This is bad.
The pacing here is terrible.
Turn off your ray tracing.
And I'm going to turn VSync off and see if that helps. Yeah, that helps a lot. Okay, now it feels like what it says it is. The thing about VSync is if you dip below the target frame rate, in many cases, it will actually have to dip even lower in order to ensure smooth delivery of frames. And if you are oscillating between them, it can feel extremely stuttery, worse than if you just didn't have it at all. And in this case, this was clearly the right play. I'm getting a little bit of tearing, but this is way smoother. It doesn't look as smooth as yours, though. Once again, your HDR pops so much more than mine. And for those of you looking at Frameview up here, doubting that HDR is working, my menu pops. And HDR is definitely on both of these displays. It says HDR mode right here. It says gaming HDR. Trust me, we reset them right before we started. We did learn when we did the last PS5 thing that Intel's implementation of HDR just plain didn't work because there's a lot of proprietary nonsense that both AMD and NVIDIA baked into their drivers to get the bloody thing working. So we could be seeing some of that here. It could also be that Windows HDR just great.
I'm curious, can I come stand on that semi-circle? I'll look at the background. Because I'm getting a lot of that motion upscaling crap. Yours looks a lot more smooth. Mine's clean. But I think you need to turn down some settings to get to 60.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like PSSR. I think it looks bad. Like, look at this tree. Am I crazy? Is that, like, that's...
It's not crazy. It's a lot worse than mine. Have a look.
I expected this to be better than FSR. And I think, you know...
Well, it is better than FSR. But it's not better than just if you aren't using as much FSR.
That's fair.
I have a more powerful GPU than you.
Yes.
However, it's pretty clear that I'm not getting an even 60 FPS. And honestly, all things considered, I'd probably take that gaming experience.
Really, eh?
I mean, here, right.
That's right.
Swapsies.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And I'm not looking at this going, wow, what a huge difference in visual fidelity, when I'm actually playing the game. If I'm not sitting in pixel peeping.
No, these are both more than adequate. We'd be fine with that.
I think I'd be prepared, without changing one setting at a time and rebooting the whole game, I think I'd be prepared to call this one pretty entertaining.
Yeah?
It's not quite there. I don't think we're quite there, but it's pretty close.
It's pretty close.
Let's close this out by answering some questions. Is the PS5 Pro as bad a value as people are making it out to be? Well, I think that depends. If you have a 1080p display, absolutely do not buy this machine. If you have a 4K display though, and the base PS5, you could get anywhere from $250 to even more for your current machine. Meaning the upgrade's going to cost you $350 to $450. That is a pretty tough sell. The PS5 Pro definitely looks better, but from TV distance, I feel like only the discerningest of gamers are going to easily pick the Pro out of the lineup. With that said, if you're coming into the PlayStation 5 ecosystem fresh, it's undoubtedly the better machine. It's the definitive PlayStation 5 experience. And for $250 more, it's no worse of a deal, as we just showed, than spending another $250 on a gaming PC for better fidelity, because I don't really think that our extra couple $100 blew away what Sony was able to do with the extra budget. I wouldn't judge you then for going for the PS5 Pro, but just be aware that you'll have to factor in an external disk drive if you want to get the best deals on games. As we showed recently, it's definitely worth the investment to buy more than a small handful of games each generation. The other big question is PS5 Pro versus our PS5 Pro killer PC. Well, if you're to buy everything new sort, this machine is going to run you around $900 before tax. We're going to have to list all the parts of the games for you. Now, over time, you might make up that difference. Cheaper games and extra utility. But not everybody has a couple hundred extra dollars up front, which means that the choice is not exactly clear. As for our second-hand machine, well, I think there's a ton of value here. I love this machine, I love this configuration, and I would strongly recommend scrapyard warring yourself a kick-ass gaming rig like this. But before Mark Cerny calls me out in another interview, I fully acknowledge that, yeah, we killed the PS5 Pro, but we also threw sand in its eyes before the fight even started, so, pocket sponsor! Yeah!
November may be the time to draw that turkey on it, but don't forget, there's only one bird that really needs grooming. Enter Manscaped's Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra for some below-the-belt trimming with its two interchangeable blades, the Weed Whacker 2.0 for your ears and nose, and even their Crop Soother and Crop Preserver lotions for your after-cut hair. To make it even better, Manscaped includes their Washers 2.0 and Shed 2.0 travel bag for free. Make sure your lawn is properly watered this season. Check out the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra at manscaped.com/LTT20 and use code LTT20 for 20% off and free shipping.
If you guys liked watching us kill the Pro and haven't seen us murder the original PS5, why don't you check out that video? It's a surprisingly different machine.
Battlefield would make a battle royale. I think people don't even know that this existed. Of course, set in World War II, you spawn in with only a knife, you find wood, get increased armor satchel, find plates, floor loot. In fact, Warzone took a lot from this game. But it's all while a giant firestorm is circling around you and closing in. Now, you might be thinking, Battlefield 5 isn't dead or going extinct. And you're right, okay? It's doing pretty well, especially for a game that came out literally 2018. That is also still a full price with over 10,000 active players on Steam and probably lots more on console, probably a lot with EA Play or Game Pass. But while Battlefield 5 isn't itself dead, unfortunately, you can't say the same for any Firestorm, especially on PC. You gotta keep in mind, this is before it was cross-platform. Yeah, I can play Firestorm without well. I waited for literally 20 minutes in matchmaking, both in solo mode and squad mode, before I called it. The most common discussion point as well along this game when it comes to this mode is that nobody's playing it anymore, and that, of course, is a qualifying game. There's such little amount of players playing Battlefield 5 Firestorm, playing on PS4 even for a squad to play with. People queued up waiting an average of 8 minutes to get into the game. Then this mode, getting a game. Any reason nobody plays Firestorm anymore? With a lot of fans claiming that its lack of player base is due to having to purchase a fully priced game in order to access just one mode, Battle Royale mode, when there's plenty of free-to-play Battle Royales. Back in the day, there was only so many available, but over the years, more have come out. Even big wins on console like Apex, Warzone, Fortnite, PUBG, even now on console, right? That with, like I said, there's no crossplay. It makes it that much more challenging to play it. Even further compounded is that it is a very niche type of game, World War II Battle Royale. In some ways, it could work to its benefit, but not with all of the other problems. Of course, it goes without saying that the lack of support as well. Yeah. You gotta actually update the game, add something, make improvements to keep anything enticing. But when this first came out, it was very broken, and they only had one major update to fix some of the problems. So when they gave up on it, everybody else pretty much did too. A couple notable comments. Firestorm was good. Some people claim others did it better, and I disagree. Are those others better now? Arguably, yeah, but not at the start. Firestorm was pretty solid and very smooth Battle Royale mode. Even at the start of that, though, the looting was an absolute mess. So what was the problem then? Honestly, it mostly comes down to the fact that this was one of the only Battle Royales behind a paywall, unlike Fortnite, Warzone, and even later PUBG. Firestorm was a $50 barrier to entry that many just didn't even consider. Well, yeah, especially because it's just not worth it. Even when it was populated, the time between games was like 5 minutes. A couple minutes queue, you get into the game, you gotta wait 2 minutes for the door to open, wait for the flight, wait for the landing. Like, there was also much smaller scale. This was only 64 players when it came out, and then when you die, there's no returning. You gotta go wait again. From Battlefield YouTubers that I watched, Jack Franco, Gene Westy, all the cap. DICE just didn't give it support. It needed to. It was abandoned early on, just like Battlefield 5 in general. This has kind of been a trend for Battlefield as well. Your game immediately after it comes out, more so with additional DLC. Like back in Battlefield 4 days, you look at the cadence of the release for DLC that dropped versus what we saw when Battlefield 5 came out and even 2014. Many of us, some of those names that were mentioned there too, other creators, that were telling Battlefield like, you guys have a massive opportunity to create a huge game right now, especially with the scale, destruction, and how great Battlefield today is. They can get a lot of players to a great game. Call of Duty capitalizing much better on that opportunity, though. Bearing that all in mind, I jumped into this game mode with the Fast Crew on a Friday where I got a bunch of players from the community, you guys, to actually join in and queue at the same time with me. I posted out on my Discord channel to my customs audience, people who join in for some of these different games that I play, and we got everybody around the world to all queue at the same time. Huge thank you to anybody who bought the game on PC to actually try and play this with us.
Oh.
No way! It's starting!
Oh.
We did it, guys!
Popular?
There's no way.
We did it! 2025 people are actually a game of Battlefield Firestorm.
1v1v1.
Firestorm's
Dude,
back.
I tried
won.
this as just by myself, and I waited 20 minutes, and the game didn't start, and I gave up.
Oh yeah.
Oh
you
my
actually just-
Because
God.
there's zero people in the whole world that play it. But it started out with all of us dropping into the match, starting in squads. Despite being released in 2018, this game's visuals have certainly aged very well. The Frostbite system is beautiful. The graphics do look pretty good on this, though.
Yeah, it actually does. Why do people not play this?
This is better than Warzone.
So freaking expensive, and they abandoned the game.
And it's been a while since I had last played this game, but there were still a few cool things that I remembered, such as the way to get the tank out early into the match. Okay, this is it, guys.
Guys, tell me how to heal.
No, listen to me. Come over here. Come over here. One person go over here and pull that switch, and I'll open this switch. This will get us a tank.
How do you know this?
It beeps really loud.
Because you see this
I
door?
remember this.
No.
I just remember
dude,
this
I
door.
played this
I
thing
never
like
actually got a tank
5
before,
hours.
though.
I think so.
Vehicle hangar open. There it is. Tom, hop in the tank. Yeah. The game might already be over at this point. I mean, what could the enemies possibly do to the tank? Unfortunately, it quickly ran out of fuel, so we switched our ride up. Oh, damn. Look at this ride. You got a whip here. Can't get in. Can't get in.
You gotta go to the open seat, buddy.
Yeah.
This ain't COD.
There you go.
Doesn't just teleport?
You didn't even open the door.
And since, of course, we didn't end up having that many players, we had some time to kill before the end game and headed over to the edge of the Firestorm, because to me, this is one of the coolest things about the entire mode. Unfortunately, we threw a bit of our lead away. Thankfully, other than us, there was only one other player left alive at this point of the game, but not for much longer. Yeah.
You know this last guy's
Well,
so
it's
nervous
like-
right now because he knows
You
guys
can't have
all
it
in here.
too,
Where
Oh,
we won.
wow.
worth it, guys.
Did it?
Sick. Look at that. That's badass.
Nice. Pussy boy died.
Damn, man.
That's his name.
Couldn't hang with us. Couldn't hang with us.
Didn't even lose
V
a
for
team
victory, it says.
We launched into one more squad game. This time, more players joined in, and it wasn't long before we found it. Oh, on the hill here. Right ahead, right ahead. Ready? Oh,
Yep.
go prone, go prone.
Headshot one.
Get a shot at.
I wasn't ready. Down one.
How do I use this?
Hey, grenade. There's a grenade.
You have a
have
like an
one.
ability, Acolyte. It looks like you have a special item.
Dead.
Nice.
Dead.
Looks like you
Team
have
dead. We
an
wiped them.
artillery strike.
Gathered up their loot, but we were ambushed, unfortunately, by another squad. Oh, on the left, player.
On your left, Acolyte.
He's knocked. Good comms.
Definitely not one of Stonebeer's.
Wait,
Nope, you're right. They would be better.
trying to hit you.
Is he shoveling me?
In the vehicle, in the
Seriously?
vehicle. Downhill.
Use your artillery.
Seen?
How do I do it?
I have
Downed
no
him?
idea.
4.
He just knocked me out with his shovel whilst I was shooting at the guy.
He's trying to kill you.
But you finished
Smoke
him.
grenade out.
Why
Smoke
did you
grenade
not
out.
finish this dude?
Well, because we were leaving him
Why didn't you
alive.
finish him?
Go look at the strike. Go look at
So I
the
was beating the
strike.
guy.
Never bring a shovel to a gunfight. One complaint I do have with the game is the inventory management was a bit confusing. How do you... Oh, man. Is there any sniper ammo anywhere?
Yeah, I can't pick up sniper ammo. It won't let me.
Here, right here.
It says ammo full and I have 0.
Right
Yeah.
here, Stone.
No, but I have... there's ammo there, but I cannot pick it up.
I
It
can't
says
pick anything
full.
Oh my god.
Maybe you have to drop the current ammo you have. Press
Tommy,
tab,
Maybe I
I'll
have
see.
too much of the other ammo. You think?
How do I heal myself?
X, and then if you have
Oh,
one,
yeah.
you left click.
Yeah, I had too much of the other ammo. You can only carry so much ammo. I dropped all my MG ammo and then I can pick it
there's a
up.
sniper there, then.
Once we were done looting ammo, essentially you have 4 active buttons that you can switch items from your backpack into, but it's not super intuitive. Nonetheless, once we were done looting, we noticed a vehicle off in the distance, and while we weren't able to win the round, we did come pretty close.
He's running. He's going for the fire.
Got the bleed out.
Crawl to him, Tom. Stab
I hit him. I hit him. I hit him.
Crawl to him and stab him.
No, he got
I
me.
can't risk it. I can't
It's
risk
up
it.
to you, Acolyte.
Oh no!
No.
It's
No,
Jet.
it's Jet, dude. He's cracked. That's the problem. If we knew it was Jet.
Just too good.
So, after that tragic loss, we decided to go into solo mode. I didn't have to carry my trash team anymore, and that changed the pace for the next few games. I had a pretty promising start to this match. As I landed into the building with the giant dome on top, I honestly completely even forgot about this area. It was really only the dam I even remembered. While this game has aged decently in terms of the visuals, it can sometimes be a bit harder to go back to slightly older games like this. I noticed the same thing going back to Blackout, which maybe we need to revisit again soon, where it's an extra hurdle even on top of muscle memory. They're just, the systems feel a lot worse than what we have now. Although some things do come back. I keep wanting to lean in games like this now too.
You can lean, but you have to be up against the building, like it'll do it automatically.
Oh, see, another feature that Black Ops 6 copied. This game was ahead of its time. After some uneventful time, though, I ended up spotting a familiar face. What are you doing in a bush, governor?
Uh-oh.
Ah! What was that?
So you are in the house.
Nah.
You got me. You got me. I knew it.
I was out back.
He's getting the video.
I didn't have any more
I
armor.
can't believe you just killed that paid actor. That's crazy.
Okay. The firestorm continued to close in, though, and the heat was turning up. And I gotta say, the destruction in this game, I still want this in a good BR.
There he is.
Oh. Give him another one.
Did that go through the window in the back?
Oh my gosh, I just blew the whole building up. It's better feeling than Fortnite. And who knows, maybe the Unreal Engine will have destruction like this someday. Despite that, though, I was able to eventually bring it home.
There's a window behind you, by the way.
Cook.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, it's Cook.
Oh my god!
2 kills.
2 kills.
That was also an assist. Also, 2 kills and an assist.
Yo.
He did it.
So, that was Battlefield 5 Firestorm. Despite the lower player count, this is still a fun battle royale. It has everything that you would need in a battle royale, plus the great visuals, the fun vehicles, the fantastic destructible environment. But the reality is, it's a struggle to recommend this game. Being locked behind a massive paywall, barely having any players. On PC, there actually being 0. Everybody we played against was literally in the stream. It just is what it is. But I do think that a battle royale using the Battlefield engine would be really fun to play. And it seems that EA might agree with me, as some of the reporting from a credible leaker Tom Henderson had posted on Insider Gaming just a couple months ago, that it appears that Battlefield is working on a complete standalone free-to-play modern shooter battle royale to coincide with their Battlefield game, similar to what Warzone is. Although, while I want it to be good, and of course want that to be true, that's a definite wait and see, especially with how some of their recent game launches have been. Next on the list for today, though, is Darwin Project. This is a third-person free-to-play battle royale game set in the Ice Age, and it also has a game show theme to it where every match, a random player will be selected to be a show director. They have certain abilities to close zones on the map, let players see through walls, even nuke an entire area. They can spectate around and even talk to the players. This was a super cool concept back when it came out, which was early access 2018 and didn't get full release until 2020, coming out on PC, and I didn't even know, but also Xbox and PlayStation. And it was pretty popular upon its release, hitting a peak of 12,500 active players in 2018. But since then, it has struggled to even cross 1,000. It recently peaked at 28 active players. Okay, but I'm pretty sure that was when we were playing it on stream, because the average player count was about 4. Perhaps this is why in November of 2020, Scavenger Studios announced that they will actually be shutting down all of the servers apart from their EU Central and US West ones. But they did decide to keep the game alive. And even gave some pretty awesome tools to making custom games because you really don't need a lot of people to play this. Unlike Firestorm, which is ideally for 64, this really only needs about 10. Despite all this, Darwin Project still gets some pretty decent reviews on Steam, with most fans lamenting that this game just doesn't get players anymore. Sad reality for a lot of these. Upon loading up this game, you're dropped into a tutorial to learn all the basic mechanics. Besides health, the emphasis on the coldness and keeping warm adds something else unique to this game versus your traditional battle royale, having to build a fire, have some hot coffee, while of course trying not to die from other players. You also have the ability to craft arrows, however, there's a slight risk when doing so. Okay, now craft arrows.
Dark magic to seal their souls and become specters. The soul stone is destroyed.
Okay, but look, when I craft, it leaves stuff on the ground so people will know I've been there so they can track me, right? In order to get some practice, I chose to play against some AI bots for my first match, reacquaint myself. It's been a very long time since I played this. I didn't even play it a lot when it was out. And it was in this match that I realized that it's pretty easy to track other players and to be tracked yourself. You can investigate clues such as chop down trees to see locations of nearby enemies. Need some warmth too? Yeah, I am starting to get a little cold. Investigate. This is a clue. Oh, you can investigate. Uh-oh. Ouch. I looted his gear, opened up some new crafting options for me. Now there was only 2 other players left, but when I found them, the show director decided to throw us a curveball. Oh, they're fighting.
Two players remaining.
Is that him? No, that wasn't him. Uh-oh, we're in the Forbidden Zone? We gotta get out of the zone. We have 50 seconds. 30 seconds. The other guy's gotta be getting out of the zone too, though, right?
Don't think you defeated us yet.
Yeah, I got my abilities back. Am I going the wrong way? No, it's right up here.
All Archeum catapults are destroyed.
Okay. I was able to narrowly escape, but the same cannot be said for the other player. Looks like it's closing towards the middle. I don't even want to chop the tree because it's just going to give my position away, right? You could use it as a clue. Yeah, okay, died to the zone. Now, having learned all the basics, it was time to jump into a proper game. But would there be enough players for one to even start? Early into the next game, I stumbled onto a cool discovery. What is this? It's a portal. You think that takes us across the map? I'm kind of...
Don't let your guard down just yet.
Oh, geez. Yep, it did. It took us to the other side of the map.
The temple is creating a dark rift.
While the Ice Age vibe this game has going for it is nice, the game ultimately does resemble Fortnite quite a bit, especially in design. The amount of people that came asking, is this Fortnite? I was kind of surprised by it. Everybody thinks this is Fortnite we're playing, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if they could recreate this inside of Fortnite, though. Speed drink. This must be a contributory factor to why this game is basically dead. Why bother with this if you can just play Fortnite instead, especially with all the crazy custom modes and things that they have in it. And in fact, I think this game would fit very well inside of there because it is set apart in some regards from what Fortnite is, such as being able to fly from the moment that you spawn in. But it's sad because I do think this game has a lot of aspects to it that set it apart from Fortnite. The fighting element has a very good gameplay style to it, where it's not just range and full auto weapons. You do have range with your bow and arrow, but you have to craft the arrows. You can pick them up. But in reality, it's really a more melee-centric game. If you're on the ground doing a side swipe, jumping in air, vertical strike, being more difficult to land in combination with dodges in air, dodges on floor. If you both strike at the same time, your attacks cancel out. There's a shield. And while you do have some range with the arrows, you have to craft them. You can only carry so many of them. And kind of nice, you can also pick up arrows, even your enemies, all while dealing with being tracked. Your footprints even showing up in the snow. And covering those tracks or being cognizant of what your trail is left behind, I would strongly recommend doing, especially against real players, because they're much better than the AI. Oh, 150 on him. Oh, he headshots me.
From breaching the temple again.
7
The Lightbringer
players
Society
remaining.
has a special gift for all the adventurers who came to our
Come
aid.
on, come on, come on.
For a time, we can grant beneficial effects to help you on your journey.
Ooh, I got him, boys.
Spectre glowing gold?
Unfortunately, my lucky streak in this game came to an abrupt end.
Spectres are proof that they were once used. That spectre
Wait,
must
what?
have once been someone with a strong soul to hold so many fragments. Help that
Anti-cheat
force be
excessive
revived.
packet loss?
The light fragments
What are we
trapped
talking
within
about?
their cursed form. A soul that powerful may thank you for setting
What?
free.
After a while, more good players were showing up, some that had unlocked the show director mechanic, and it was always exciting to see what they'd try and change up about the game.
The show director is now activating an electronic.
See, there's a show director.
Is now
Oh, shoot. That means that there's somebody who's spectating the game that's running the show. And so they can cause events and things to happen. Oh, boy. I can see problems with game director, though, as while directors are advised to be impartial when affecting the game, it's highly likely that players would use this to help their friends and disadvantage others. What is that? Oh, I'm getting heated. I think the director's heating me up. The director's giving me some warmth. Thank you, director. Thank you, director. I don't know if you're watching over me, but thank you. It also adds tension to the game, as they can eventually nuke the map.
Nuclear missile has landed at center zone.
Oh, shoot. Holy shit. Okay, don't go over there. It looks like it's still spreading. Nuke. Oh, Devilish got killed by the nuke. Oh, damn. Yeah, look, you can still go there. It just did a big blast that killed him. RIP to the homie. After getting slammed in every single game I played, though, I decided I was going to be the director, and it's time for a good show host. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Players, get ready to die. But with great power comes great responsibility. The show director doesn't get too much power, and they're limited on what they can do, but in the rule set that I went in with, I gave myself unlimited freedom. And one of those things is a beach party, which increases the amount of loot that players get, also keeping them warm and changing up the aesthetic. Okay, where are you? You're there.
Northeast zone is about to be forbidden.
We're gonna do a little beach party for these guys up here. Look at the outfit, what the heck? So now Cheb is gonna get double loot. The Blood Moon allows players to see each other through the map and was especially effective when it came down to the final two players, which I gave them the best matchup. He's got high ground for the zone. He might be stuck down there, though. Def coming up from the low ground, regains up to the height. Def has the health lead out, but it's tied back 50-50. The swing in! Lord is a one-shot and oh my goodness, Def wins it!
GG's.
I think this game is so cool, though. And they really did something different, especially for back in 2018. If you played this, tell me if you agree. I feel like this is a game that I wish was more popular, especially if you played this. I mean, you tell me if you did and agree, really stands out from all the original Battle Royales that were coming out. And at first glance now, it just looks like a Fortnite clone, which could be a turnoff to any new players. But if you could get a group of 10 people together for an evening, this was a fantastic revisit. And lastly for today, Becky, we have Cuisine Royale. This is a game that originally was just an April Fool's gag, running off of the same engine as Enlisted and released in open beta in 2018. But they eventually released it as a standalone game in December of 2019. A clearly very humorous nature generated its small cult following with a peak of 8,500 active players. Now it will only get a couple hundred players per day, and there are some bots when you play the game, so it'll help at least generate lobbies and give you more to do. But the reviews in this game on Steam are also mostly positive, with reviewers praising its humorous nature. Of course, there's not really a game with post strainer helmets, especially with the realistic aesthetic of the game, but criticizing the lack of players and how ridiculous some of the abilities are, I can get that. This guy put 10 hours to this game, just recently posting, saying he randomly found the game and it's actually insanely fun, better than PUBG, more fun than Apex, and I hope that it ends up keep growing because I don't know of or see any other battle royales at the moment. It's also funny that the top negative reviews are from people with 0.3 hours. And I think a part of that is just some people are not going to be of the niche of who this is even interesting for. This guy's got 45 hours, says game's great. Abilities are ridiculous, though. And while I never played this game when it originally came out, in fact, I thought it was only an April Fool's thing. I didn't realize it even ever came out. A couple months ago, we actually did hop in, and I've been a few times on it since, and it's certainly a crazy experience. So I booted it up once again and hopped in. Once again, some viewers were even able to hop into the match. All right, here we go, boys. Back on Cuisine, dude. We got all the people in the stream to join in. No stream sniping, okay? You guys are watching the stream, just turn the stream off and just play normally, okay? And I explored and looted a few buildings before quickly finding my first victim. Look at that, some good armor right there. You see that helmet I got on, guys? Oh. Got him. My skills are already showing. And the best way that I could just describe this game as a whole is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, PUBG, but with crazier looking armor, more armor slots like shoulders, legs, and just honestly way more crazy items as a whole. The way you heal is by eating food, and then there's extra kind of perks that you can get. For example, these boots that essentially turned me into a kangaroo. Look at the bee hop, though. You want to talk about bee hopping in a game? Put on the bunny boots. Oh my gosh, look at the bee hop, dude. There's also certain effects that players can do across anywhere in the lobby, like turning on low gravity, which was a slight worry for me as it could put me into the air for too long and obviously make me an even crazier, bigger target. Okay, low gravity event still going. Doors open over here. We gotta see if we can get some more loot. Okay. Low gravity finished. Okay. So it didn't last too long, but thankfully it wore off after a short while. And you never really know when these abilities are gonna come by someone, which adds a bit of tension to the game. I haven't found any, though. I don't know what else to do. Let's go check these houses here, though. We'll bee-hop over. Ritual of low recoil. Uh-oh. I went into so many buildings, though, and I couldn't get any armor. But thankfully, I finally found some. Vest. All right. Oh, I did have body armor. I must have had like a cup or something on. Well, level 2 vest is going to be great. But as with any battle royale, you never know what's going to be around the corner. Even more so in this game. Those might be meteors coming in. Yeah, there's meteors coming in over there. Oh my gosh, what the hell's going on? Oh, player. Are these guys teaming? Oh, he's dead. And while I was chasing after this one player, I was also very cautious about what abilities that he might have. I can't properly even describe how chaotic this game is. even with the limited number of real players that were in this, literally anything can happen. These guys gotta be teammates. That guy's dead. Is he like summoning ghouls or something to help him? That might be his ability, actually, honestly. He just popped invis. He must have, dude. He disappeared. Dead. Later, sucker. Whoa, that guy put a jump pad there. I can't properly even describe how chaotic this game is. Even with the limited number of real players that were in this, literally anything can happen. What the? Just hit me! There's a wolf in this game, bro! I didn't think you go so slow in this game. I thought I would have time. This dude just turned into a wolf and mauled me. He turned into a werewolf. In fact, they even have jetpacks in this game, although I didn't see it this time. The last time I played, I've used the heck out of this. Off we go. Where is the jetpack fuel? But sadly, it didn't help against whatever this ability was. He used his turtle ball. I don't know if I can damage that. Considering I'm not getting hit markers, I would assume not. This was when I brought out my ghost walk ability, and I bumped into another player. Spirit walk out. I don't know when this ball goes away of his, but it's got to have some limited time, right? That means we got to close the distance. There's so much loot in this game. Oh my goodness. I managed to summon something known as the orbital fridge. But of course, that also attracted some unwanted company. Something's coming in. I have to be in the safe zone. Oh, there. Here's a guy. Right ahead of me. We got him on the sandwich. I mean, too easy, man. Too easy. Got the orbital fridges in. We'll just take the dub. All too easy. In my next game, I didn't find too much gear early on, but luckily I ran into someone who had. Use the side trap. I kind of want to save that if I need it. Oh, shit. Got him. Huh, just like that. Use that side trap, baby. Not only that, but I found a vehicle, too. It's so hard to hear while we're driving this, though. Oh, guy right there. Okay. Holy shit. Thankfully, the guy that I killed had those jumping boots, so it was easier to traverse the map. Plus, it helped me get into a much better position for shooting. Somewhere. too good. I'm just too freaking good, man. Headhunter. Got her 5 bomb. 6 bomb. Boom! I've tried to get my friends to play this game, and they already hate it so much. But it's so fun. I just... So many crazy things happen. It's a free-to-play game. Even the sniping felt great in it, man. But I haven't been able to convince anybody, and at least I got some of the community together for some games on it. So, that was 3 more Battle Royales that face extinction. Despite their low player counts, though, they were all pretty fun in my opinion. However, it is easy to per day, and there are some bots. Armor Reforger is taking the internet by storm right now, especially for such a niche game. But I thought people didn't really like this game. I haven't really heard about it since it came out. So what's changed? Why is this game going so viral right now? Let's find out. Even if you don't know it, the Arma series is one of the most influential of all time. DayZ started out as an Arma 2 mod and changed the landscape of survival games, and PUBG was originally an Arma 3 mod, a mod that basically created the Battle Royale genre. Its creator then going on to help create PUBG, which was copied by Fortnite. I mean, obviously took over everything the last 5 years. Hard to avoid a Battle Royale, although less popular nowadays. Arma Reforger is the latest in this series, and it's technically not Arma 4. They even have a page on their website explaining how Reforger is the first step on the path to Arma 4 by testing out their new game engine. And this originally, I think, annoyed fans of the series. Of course, everybody's pretty impatient these days, but I also think a lot of gamers are fine waiting for a done product and would rather have something delayed than getting just a half-done, if that, product. But currently, Reforger has mostly positive reviews on Steam. Early reviews complained about how bare bones the game was, feeling more like an experiment than a full paid release. And more recently, people have been complaining about how toxic the player base can be, or how devs increase the price before the holiday sale to then fake a holiday discount. But people overall, especially those that have been playing, have been praising the game, the storytelling, the cinematic moments that can come out of the gameplay here. And I think that's what a lot of people want. It's just a great game and experience. 11 out of 10. Would accidentally team kill a friend again. Join a match, go fetch supplies, fortify a base with a helipad, get praised, get asked to join a squad, fly over and capture an objective, steal the enemy's radio and ask for a Huey to then proceed to gun down the pilots and steal the Huey. 10 out of 10 game. All totally doable. Perhaps this could be a huge element to its popularity, with many gamers wanting to recreate some of the fun and memorable moments that they had in really older games, less advanced shooters like Modern Warfare 2, Halo 3, or even Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3 even. But literally, I mean, almost all of them. This list could go on. This game released, though, in November of 2023 for PC and Xbox, but only just released for PlayStation in December of 2024. It features full crossplay on PC and Xbox. They actually have modded servers that you can go on. However, Sony actually confirmed that they are adding support for PlayStation modded servers, which apparently is extremely rare for them to even do, for Arma Reforger. So a lot of promise even coming from that. Mods essentially allowing different developers to create their custom servers in even more unique ways. And speaking of which, that's what we're hopping in on today. Clean, actually another content creator who we get the chance to play with today, has a server of his own. My buddy Tomographic has been playing on this and told me I needed to check this game out. After getting it going through essentially like a 2-hour tutorial for the base game, I then hopped on to their server, which took me about 50 minutes of queue time to get into. There was a line of 50 people ahead of me, but after loading up the game, I spawned into the main military base. on the NATO side. It's a NATO versus Russia server. Yo, guys, I made it.
Hey, you made it in? You're NATO, yeah?
I'm NATO. I took a look around at some of the weapons and equipment at the base, and there is a lot of choice here. Not only cosmetically for what you look like, but the gear that you have on, tack rigs, bags, weapons, weapon attachments. Fortunately, my friends were quite experienced with this game, gave me some useful recommendations, and fortunately, I could save a loadout to then bring in every time I respawn.
Why don't you grab yourself, come over here, so you have like clothing and meds, and then you have like ammo, weapons, attachments, and gear.
Okay.
Grab
Two
yourself,
different sections.
see this little like rocket on my back? Go ahead and grab yourself one of those.
That's in
They're
this
like
one
little-
here, Stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
The
little
right one is the
disposable laws.
outfit stuff.
Which rocket do you have? Law?
The law top left,
Law.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a disposable rocket, so once you fired it, you can just dump it on the ground.
Yep. After getting everything we needed, we hopped into the chopper and headed out for our first operation.
Full bird. Copy. Let's go.
Alpha Bay to all stations. Friendly forces are under attack at Point Oregon. Out.
We're taking off, boys.
Full loadout.
I'd like to say we made a smooth professional landing, but I'm afraid that we would be lying.
You're going too hard.
We dead. Good night.
Just press tab
Uh-oh.
and then right
Uh-oh.
click the radio, it'll turn
We're coming in hot!
Otherwise, whenever
I'm a good pilot. Get out.
The best.
I'm down.
Thanks for the transfer over, brother!
Get out of here.
Thanks for not killing us! And we had many bad experiences with this today.
I don't like the seat.
Oh, the desync. I'm gonna crash.
We found a wall.
Oh my god, it's horrible, dude.
And I wish that I could tell you I was feeling confident. Many of you know I can be quite the squad leader. But I was feeling more like I just been thrown into Mission Impossible. Uh-oh, boys. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, we gotta push Arizona. Are they dead? Did he just die? Let's go. Low and fast. I hope I know who's gonna be friendly and not friendly, though. That's gonna be the question. And in fact, the first person that I stood next to, my chat was absolutely obliterating me because it was an enemy Russian that I was not shooting. You could tell by the red armband. There was a bad guy in front of me? Wait.
Middle click while you
There
have
was
the
a
ADS
bad guy in
burst will
front of
change
me?
between your
Wait,
two
chat.
optics. Alt scroll
What?
wheel will.
But already there was a very immersive atmosphere to this game, especially the sound front. Ooh. Hunter, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
Trying to blow that up.
Copy that. The way this works is through proximity chat. If I hold down T on my keyboard, then it'll talk to the local proximity. Of course, enemies can hear me as well, so we need to be careful of that, and it actually caught me off guard a few times, especially yelling at the other team can be quite fun. Then there's also a radio, which will talk to your entire unit. However, enemies can kill you and also pick up your radio, see which frequencies they're on, listen, and even speak, which has its own set of fun that occurs. But anyways, we were able to take the base without any trouble, so I jumped into a vehicle to go after the next one.
When do you guys want to hop in the gun? Stone?
Yeah, I got it.
Seat, look at it and switch, yeah.
Got it.
Right click toggle, you'll go into the turret can.
There's a Russian heli that just dropped people off northwest.
Hit space. You should see an icon on the top left disappear. That means you have stabilization on. So that way you can like shoot while I'm moving and stuff like that.
So where you boys going?
Yeah, looking around with your mouse will do like your slower aim. A and D will pan the entire turret around and do a bit faster.
Oh, okay. And I was quite looking forward to getting into some action with this gun, but sadly we were caught by surprise.
Oh, RPG to our left. Keep us moving. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Spin us around.
I don't know what happened. Did we get hit or did we crash?
Nope.
I don't know.
definitely got hit. We definitely got hit.
Wait, you guys
Like a
all
big
dead?
impact to the back at least.
I think
Man,
I'm dead.
dude, I swear we had a bunch of fucking friendlies here at Lapatino. What the fuck?
I respawned, and it wasn't long before we encountered some more hostiles.
Compared to
Guys,
so many other games.
east, there's a guy, like an enemy Russian
one of those
carrying
games,
me
right?
down into
Oh,
the
yeah.
town right now. There's a group of them coming in from the east at Lobatino.
Okay.
On the edge.
You're getting carried in?
Furthest. Yeah. He's picked me up. He's picked my body up, and he's taking me inside the house. I'm about to get... Something's about to happen. Something's going to go down. He's putting me on the bed. Oh, guys.
Just moving.
No, he's putting me on the bed. Guys.
I see. Okay, I see your building. I'm coming.
You should have ambushed them when they're all horny
Okay,
and
I'm dead.
distracted. Oh, never mind. Yeah, if you guys play games like DayZ and stuff, you kind of know what it's like to have like the load times, and then when things pick up, it gets your heart rate up like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
He double tapped me out. Always double tap, too. At least the one good thing about our base being under attack was that I could just instantly respawn and get into some action. Copy that. Rockets going in.
They're about to start taking Krona. On here.
Going in.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, shit. Got hit. I'll tell you now, it wasn't about until 4 hours into this game that I realized my gun was not on full auto. That tells you everything you need to know. While teamwork is an important factor in any team-based FPS game, I think it's even more critical in this game. Having good communication with your fellow squad mates is something that can easily make the difference when trying to take or win an objective. So... Okay, that's fine. Tab, yeah, I got you, dude. I got you.
Follow me. Get up here.
I'm coming.
They're at this house up here. Second story, near above that door.
The building to the right out there? Just on the right?
Nope. I'm gonna shoot it. Yep. Hold on. Watch a back blast.
Heard.
That building right there.
Copy that. Copy that.
There should be like one or two more over here.
Yeah, second floor there. Got him. You never know if you're being watched by the enemy, though. I'm sure these lucky fellas would agree. Oh. Yep, I see it. Nice.
Dropped one. There were more like by those rocks over. Yeah, we're lighting them up. Nice, good hit with that rocket. There's one to the
Oh yeah, I see him. He's bandaging right by that rocket where it landed. Two there. Think I got one.
Nice, good hit.
There's another one just to the right of that. I think that's his boots.
Alpha Main to all stations. Heavy vehicles are now available from the depot at Point
he's up.
Out.
Looks like we got a friendly moving in.
Yeah, watch it. You got one. You got a couple over there friendly. Watch it. Yep, right there, right by that rock.
Nice.
Nice, good kill. Yeah, there should have been another one right over that wall. Right here. Friendly. Yeah, that should be friendly.
If you are really big into military and mil-sim games, honestly, you probably already know about this game, but if it sounds interesting to you, then you definitely need to check this out. You want to talk about, like, valuing your life or feeling immersed in a game. You get so tucked into each scenario, not even knowing if it's a friend or foe entering a building, but truly the passion of the other players that are in the game with you. Like, this is a niche that's found its audience. Anyway, there wasn't much time to celebrate my sniper kill, as more enemies were quickly approaching. Crossing the road just up ahead. Dead. Another one in the smoke line. Dead.
Need some assistance, Missouri. I'm the only one on here, the captain.
Another one crossing in the tree line. Just by those smokes. sounds big. Yep, up at the rocks. Got him. There's another one in that vehicle up there. A few of us headed up to destroy the vehicle while I had to stay behind to provide some cover fire. That wasn't the best idea, however, as I may have made a slight error of judgment. Looks like it's me against the world, boys. We got a couple friendlies. Oh, Tom made it all the way out there. Let's hope that wasn't Tom.
Oh, teammate. Oh, I had to connect my C4 to it.
Starting to think it might have been.
God damn it. I walked up behind a Typhoon and put C4 on it, and then a teammate just
This is the one we just heard shooting.
Shoots the damn Typhoon and kills me as I'm about to blow it to smithereens.
Rip.
Did I kill you, Tom?
Where are you guys at right now? Did you RPG or did you law?
There's no way it's...
Were you?
Stone.
No, I didn't law.
Did you? Okay, I was right up against the Typhoon, the enemy Typhoon.
Yep, I definitely shot you in the head.
Okay, thanks, bro.
I wasn't sure, and so I took the shot.
No, so what I did was I walked all the way up to it with C4.
Ah, damn
and I was
it,
about to
dude.
detonate. Yeah,
Bro, don't worry. You're gonna TK a lot in this game unintentionally.
And you're gonna figure out what you ruined my clip, Stone, but you're gonna figure out what you're gonna figure out what people that like. They definitely won't look like me in like the immaculate fit.
Sorry about that one, Tom. I'm sure you regret inviting me now. Ruined this clip. After getting some more experience, I was then called for some backup. But this time it was up a little higher than I would have liked, on top of this actually insane-looking castle, which was the perfect place to do some sniping. And although I had an M4, I did have an incredible optic.
Oh, I see him. Bearing 322. He's running.
Oh, I see him. Yep, I see him.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna get a. Gonna get the range on.
Yeah, what, do you know the range?
Range is 300. Yeah, 320.
Copy that.
He's looking at us. Oh, he's down. He's got his fuck. Yes. Good job, guys. Oh yeah.
Nicely done. And while I will say this game isn't like groundbreaking in graphics, a lot of people were even commenting that this looked like a very old game that I was playing. I think it still holds up very well, and I don't think that's the most important element to the game. In fact, if anything, I would have rather just had more frame rate, as that was a little limited, especially for a 4090 that I'm pushing as well. And I think it holds up more than fine. All the weapons look sick. And I think the more key point is the unique gameplay that you get out of this game. And I will say, I still captured some pretty cool cinematic looking shots. Whoa. Is that a friendly bird? No, probably not. Move over, Scorsese. I think there may have been some collision issues with the castle walls, too. Oh.
He's down.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Am I falling for you guys?
Yeah.
Are you in love with them?
This might be the end for me, boys. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, look at him.
Oh, I'm going down.
That's it.
Yeah.
There he is. Wait, this guy jumps as well. What the fuck? They all jumped, man.
I'm challenged with heights, but I was just doing some testing. You know, that's it was just some science that I did. But the game definitely does have fall damage, as you would expect. And for safety reason, I was escorted out of the castle, and we took a ride down to another base. Listen, David, this our driver is not the most reliable. So just be ready for anything.
There's enemies somewhere nearby, kind of in the forest nearby, apparently. We were getting shot at by that guy. Hopefully he doesn't take out the driver.
You can only use heals and other items? Okay. Okay, maybe I underestimated your driving there. Looking good now. Here we go. On the fast track south. I don't know where we're going, though.
Someone give me directions.
Yeah, where are we going? Oh, shit. That's a tree. I saw a tree. Watch it, boys. And I had heard that this was a big game. I mean, even looking at the map, I kind of saw the scale, but I was taken by surprise at the true sheer scale of it as we are flying down the road and still have so much ground to cover, especially for how slow these guys move. Like, I'm not doing this without a vehicle. Dude, this map is absolutely massive. This is insane. You can drive tanks in this game? I mean, I don't know. I think so. They got choppers. The vehicles actually seem to control super well as well. Okay, so we're going to head up the road here and head up to the airfield. It's currently controlled by the enemy. We have 2 in the area, but we'll see if they have a presence there. See if we can take it out. Take control. And say what you want about my teammates, they all certainly know how to make an entrance. Oh, shit.
Well, that didn't work.
Oh, shit.
Fun playing with your boys. Good luck.
Good luck. They shut that down pretty quickly. Once we'd recovered from our collision, though, we got straight back to the action. I see it. Probably 200 meters out there. Nice. We got a friendly up on the other side of the road out there.
West, southwest, boys.
There's one at the hay bale. Oh, he's cooked.
Ow. Help me.
I don't know how. Here, let's see if this helps.
Oh, it fucking hurts.
All right, well, here's some morphine, buddy. I think we're just gonna...
Appreciate it.
We're just gonna big pharma this problem here for you.
There you go, there you go.
Here, I got epinephrine. You like this?
Hell yeah.
He's got severe injuries. You have severe injuries.
Nothing a bunch of drugs won't help with.
Give him the drugs. I'll cover.
From gunshots.
Juice me up.
Things got very out of hand very quickly. There's one prone in the tree line out there. Oh, shit! We got 3 friends. Oh, they were pushing in! Holy shit, they just took us all out!
There's a VDV also pulling up behind the command truck, southeast.
Hold on, let's see if I can figure this out. I'm throwing a smoke. I hope it's a smoke. Nope. It'll work, gentlemen. But one of the best ways to get back into the action was just spawning back at base, getting a gigantic chopper full of guys together and heading out. All right, I'm on, boys.
We're good.
We're good.
One more. One more.
One more.
You can sit on the bench, Stone. You'll have a faster exit. Don't mind. I think this guy's just taking it.
That's okay.
Taking it.
Y'all,
Oh yeah,
y'all
dude.
got
You
the
enjoying
world
it?
hooked, man. Oh my god, I'm never going back to squad. Forget the 4K. Forget the 4K hours I put into squad.
Yeah,
Forget them.
that's my take
Did
too.
you just say 4,000 hours?
I
Damn.
want to talk about it.
Flank objectives, a huge resupport all at one time in a strategic location. The pilot can provide reconnaissance on entry, but this game certainly has a very steep learning curve to it. And even just some of the basics that I started to feel out started to really get satisfying. And it may seem over the top, but you actually do need to make sure you double tap your targets. Enemies can heal when they go down, or they might just be unconscious. So always remember to shoot them again. There. Double tapping. See if we find any more out here. Flank them out. Once you've taken a base, you really have to work extremely hard in order to keep it for your team. My arm is cooked. Got him. Double tap.
Friendlies north side of Florida.
I love the unpredictability of this game. You never know what's going to happen next.
Long chat. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Hey, Dave, can you come pick us up by the...
Oh, shit. But the game did reward me for all of my hard work.
Respawn. You just received a battlefield promotion to sergeant. Hang on to that initiative.
I did? Did it just say I got promoted? I'm a sergeant. Hell yeah.
Typhoon time, baby. Jump in, Stone.
All right.
Yeah, unlock the vehicle. You can get Gunner.
I'm in.
Oh, it should already be open, actually. Oh, nice.
Now, probably the most epic moment that I had of the day. I got to be the gunner on one of the most powerful vehicles in the server as we are on a journey with a full unit, and this is where I get to prove I'm worthy of my new rank.
I'm gonna back you up a bit, Stone.
Yeah, see that? I see that.
You've got an angle. Yeah, blast it. Use your heavy rounds. Yeah, perfect.
He's dead.
Oh, you got him, Stone.
Let's go.
Nice, dude.
Got it.
Hell yeah.
We love to see that shit out here.
Hell yeah.
Nicely done, dude.
And you know, that was so nice, I just had to do it twice.
It's behind the trees in front, isn't it? Let me back you up.
Yep, here it is.
Oh, you hit it. You definitely hit it. Yeah.
Got it.
Nice shot, Stone.
Yes, Stone. Oh my god, dude.
Hell yeah. The vehicle is a lot of fun to use, especially when somebody can put you in the right position. Again, teamwork.
You see it on the edge of the right side.
NATO
of the house,
never
right
wins,
side
bro.
Of the house. There's an enemy command truck.
Right
Load
side
up.
of the house. Enemy command truck, is he saying?
I think that's what he's saying. This thing?
Yeah. Blow it.
There, save your ammo. It's on fire. Hold on. Let me mount up.
Thank you.
Save the ammo. It'll pop.
Yeah, copy that. But we continue to pursue the enemy to the field. And of course, while I was getting immersed in all the action, this happened.
Dude, I don't know where the hell he is. Is he
he's
actually
still-
shooting GL at us? Like,
Enemies back here. Okay, so that's a friendly bird. Little bird, because it's black.
Have we got contact in the town right now?
I don't know. I hear so many shots for what's going on.
yeah, I'm getting flanked at from something. Like somebody's trying to shoot me in the Typhoon. I don't know if you guys can hear that at all.
Yeah, I think it's... Oh, I just got killed from something.
Did something blow up?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, heli landed on you. I just heard it crash.
Yeah.
Shots from
Yeah, I think
east.
that's what happened.
Yeah, internal.
I think that little bird just landed right on my head, boys. This game does bring out such a competitive side. Every kill feels so much more satisfying, and I love taking an enemy by surprise. Not camping.
It's like you guys play Tarkov, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of similar. It's like at first you're
Got
like,
him.
oh my god, there's just so much stuff, and you know,
Got him,
it's a
Foo.
lot to handle. But once you get it, it's like riding a bike, I guess. Except everybody yells at you. And sometimes you get TK'd, whatever.
Yeah, you're the Russian scum.
NATO scum.
Stay down.
Totally out of 556, so I flanked him. I was standing there staring at him and had no way to kill him.
Yeah, he took down Aculite too.
Yeah, he turned and I ran away as he threw frags at me.
Hell yeah. We got him. So while this was only my first day on the game, right? That was a good showcase, at least, I think, of Arma Reforger. And in particular, this server that we got to play on. I think it's very easy to see why this game is taking off recently. At least, if you watch a lot of my videos, you're probably on a little bit more the same wavelength as me and see where I'm coming from here. Damn. The vehicles are all so fun to use, especially when you have a ton of passengers in them. You're riding into combat together. It gave me some of that feel like Gray Zone, but like way more, because you're actually flying the helicopter too, or at least you could be. A couple of my teammates crashed us pretty badly, but I love the focus on teamwork here. It's just a perfect game to log into with the boys, spend a few hours killing enemies. You can meet random people to go on a mission with, or try to convene with them on a strategic operation that you're doing within this giant battle that's going on to see if you can turn the tide in a direction. Because even if you don't have anybody to play with, I guarantee you will run into people that will just give you an additional mission. You join in on whatever they're doing, or you can bring some people along for your idea. So many of the people that we met were super friendly, although quite a few did recognize me. Maybe I was getting a bit of a streamer privilege here, I don't know, but everybody seemed super willing to help newcomers with it. And in an era where a lot of games have built up some toxic communities, some could say, filled with a lot of cheaters, bots even, this was very refreshing to see, and it just felt like people gaming. So question to you, have you played this game? Have you seen it before? Is this like, should I keep diving deeper into it? Do you think its popularity is gonna last? I kind of feel like Arma 4 is the main target from everything that I've read with this, but people are already like can't get enough of it. They're supporting these modders and developers and communities like Cleans to continue development and making more servers for more people to join. I think it's super cool, but what stands out to you? But that's for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Stuntmass64.
This apparently just happened.
Well, moments ago, President Trump signing an executive order and a memo. Here's the video of that. Watch.
Good. I'd ask Will to explain the first, but really more importantly, explain the second, and we'll start signing. Go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. Just two items for your signature today. The first is the formal commission appointing Chris Rochelot to be the Deputy Administrator of the Federal Aviation Administration.
Right.
And since the commissioner position since the administrator position is currently vacant, he will act as the administrator since he's now been appointed deputy.
And he's a very capable guy.
Extremely experienced in aviation and highly regarded in the industry and in government.
Highly regarded.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Second, for your signature, we have a presidential memorandum titled Immediate Assessment of Aviation Safety. In light of the damage done to aviation safety by the Biden administration's DEI and woke policies, what this presidential memorandum...
I can't believe that they're actually, bro. You know what's so funny? Is everybody that was like making fun of me and shitting on me for like thinking this stuff was bad... started from the bottom and now we're here. That's crazy. Wow.
Is for your Secretary of Transportation and FAA Administrator, in this case, acting FAA Administrator, to basically ensure that we are actively undoing all of that damage, that we are assessing how much damage was done, and that we're ensuring that people hired within the FAA, in keeping with your memorandum of January 21st, are only the most outstanding, capable people for the jobs that they're being hired into.
In other words, competence.
Yes, sir. Elevating competence over everything else instead of the DEI policies that were pursued by the Biden administration.
Well, that's good.
I think everyone understands that.
I don't. I did, but then I learned.
And Obama.
Yes.
Both of them. Okay, but Biden much worse. Not even a contest. What they've done is just crazy in so many other ways. Okay?
Yeah, I had to throw them in there, man.
Are you saying race or gender played a role in this tragedy?
It may have. I don't know. Incompetence might have played a role. We'll let you know that. But we want the most competent people. We don't care what race they are. We want the most competent people, especially in those positions. And you're talking about extremely complex things. And if they don't have a great brain, a great power of the brain, they're not going to be very good at what they do, and bad things will happen.
Mr. President, there's long been concerns about the amount of congestion out of DC airport. Do you think that there's too many flights coming out of that airport?
No, I think we need very smart people running the flights and doing it,
What a stupid question. Some dumb fucking helicopter gets in a crash, the first one since 2009, and now we're gonna completely redo the whole airport? Holy fuck. Calm down. Yeah, it's what are we doing? We want to reinvent the damn, man.
Ones that aren't good, when they'll either do one of two things: they'll have too many coming in and they can't handle it, or they'll have the people waiting up in the air, which everyone's been caught in that situation, and circling the airports for an hour, and that's no good either.
Mr. President, are you aware?
Military helicopter training flights that are flying around National Airport all the time, what's your view? Should they be rolled back?
It's fine if they're in the right locations and if they're not at the same levels. I mean, if
this is the first time it happened in fucking 16, 15 years, something like that. Why are we like? It's always so crazy. One thing goes wrong and people want to reinvent the whole wheel. Sometimes shit happens, guys. That's it. People die in thousands every day in car crashes. Every time a plane goes down, people go stuck. Yes, people are getting in car crashes all the fucking time. One plane flies down. Oh my God, let's change everything. What, why? Because there's a movie about a plane crash? There's more of those? Holy shit. It's 100 times more dangerous to drive? Yes, exactly. People want reassurance. People are stupid.
A plane
They're
coming
dumb.
in is at 300 feet or 400 feet.
Idiots.
A helicopter's training at 300 or 400 feet. Why wouldn't they be up 500 feet higher? So I certainly want, and that to a certain extent is the air traffic controller. Wait, please, wait just a second.
I feel like what happened last night was prevented.
I do, yeah. Oh, absolutely. And obviously, that was something that should not have happened. And we're not going to let it happen again. Yes, please.
Mr. President, on a slightly different subject, on your Canada and Mexico tariffs, will oil be included or excluded from those tariffs?
So we'll be announcing the tariffs on Canada and Mexico for a number of reasons. Number one is the people that have poured into our country so horribly and so much. Number two are the drugs, fentanyl, and everything else that have come into the country. And number three are the massive subsidies that we're giving to Canada and to Mexico in the form of deficits. And I'll be putting the tariff of 25% on Canada and separately 25% on Mexico.
That's an ass load.
And we will really have to do that because we have very big deficits with those countries. Those tariffs may
That's
or
a
may
lot.
not rise with time.
Will oil be part of that?
Jesus.
Because we get oil from
Oil is going to have nothing to do with it as far as I'm concerned. Oil has nothing to do with it.
Remember those Key and Peele skits? Yeah. The Obama translator? That was really good.
Is there a possibility that will increase? Was 30,000
It could increase, yes.
What would be the maximum?
It depends, but countries that won't take back their criminals that they sent into us, you know, they sent them to us, put them into the caravans, and they came in. As sure as you're standing there, they were sent by those countries. Then they're going to be met very harshly with sanctions, etc.
And when are you hoping to have one of those new facilities up and running?
It'll be up pretty quickly.
How much do you think it's going to cost?
Not very much. It's, a lot of the structure is already there, as you know.
Mr. President, you said that incompetence may have played a role. Are you aware of any performance issues or disciplinary actions that were taken against anyone who was working the tower last night or flying the plane?
No, and I hope that's not the case in this case, but certainly over the years it's been the case. And it's the case with respect to close calls, and it's the case with respect to circling for hours on end. You know, planes circle a lot, and they circle because the people bringing them down, these people that have to be very, very smart, and it's not based on anything other than the brain. We need the smartest people. We need both psychologically smart and just brilliant, period. And we...
I mean, maybe I'm oversimplifying. Like, you know, just shoot the, just click the heads. But like, I feel like you don't really need the smartest people to come to the conclusion that you don't want to drive a helicopter into an airplane in the air. Like, I don't think you need to be like super smart for that. I mean, I think that like there has to be a, like, you have to like, I mean, like, it's not like anybody can come that, like, I mean, I'm sure there's some people that would do it. I feel like most people, that's not what would happen.
We're going to have them in our control towers. We are going to have the most competent people in the country in our control towers, not people that are there for any other reason.
You said that you envision sending the 80-something thousand IRS agents hired under Biden to the border. What role do you see them playing?
Well, we'll see. I mean, I may do that, or I may use different people, but we're going to send more. We're going to give the Border Patrol some help. Although now, if you look, they've taken in the lowest number since my administration. The numbers are very low. And at that level, we don't need so much help. People know not to come, because if they come, they're not going to make it in, and they're going to be shipped out.
Egypt's president and the King of Jordan have both said that they won't take in displaced people from Gaza like you suggested. Is there anything you can do to make them do that? I mean, tariffs against those countries, for example?
They will do it.
More tariffs.
They will do it.
That's it? They're going to do it? That's it? All right.
What makes you say that?
They're going to do it. Okay? We do a lot for them, and they're going to do it.
Mr. President, you've offered over 2 million federal workers the option to resign immediately. There are 50,000 FAA employees. Does this tragedy give you reason to reconsider that option of resignations because of concerns about staffing issues on airline safety?
If people aren't coming to work, if they're not going to come into the office and report as per the date that you know what it is, everybody knows what the date is, it's been very well documented, then they're going to be terminated.
So you're not concerned, though, that if many people take that offer, there could be shortages that could lead to safety
Then they'll be
issues?
replaced with very competent people. We have a lot of competent people in this country.
Have you spoken to any of the families of the victims of the plane crash?
I don't want to comment on that.
Do you have a plan to go visit the site or meet with any of the
I have a
first
plan
responders?
to visit, not the site, because you tell me, what's the site? The water?
Or to meet with the
Want me to go
first
swimming?
responders down there?
It's good you're here. Leave your baggage with me and you can come and go as you please.
Holy fuck. Oh my god.
I don't have a plan to do that, but I will be meeting with some people that were very badly hurt with their family member, obviously, but I'll be meeting with some of the families. Yeah.
On birthright citizenship, sir, do you believe that there are 5 votes on the Supreme Court that would uphold your position?
On what?
5 votes on the Supreme Court.
What position?
Birthright citizenship.
I think so, yeah. Look, birthright citizenship was, if you look back when this was passed and made, that was meant for the children of slaves. This was not...
It was 1866, and I think it was ratified in 1868. So right after the Civil War.
Meant for the whole world to come in and pile into the United States of America, everybody coming in, and totally unqualified people with perhaps unqualified children. This wasn't meant for that. This was meant, when it was originally done, for the children of slaves. And that was a very good and noble thing to do, and I'm in favor of that 100%. But it wasn't meant for the entire world to occupy the United States.
So you don't see it requiring a constitution?
I don't see how that's controversial. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, I don't see how that's controversial at all. It shouldn't be? Yeah, I feel like it's common sense. Yeah, of course. The solid answer? Yeah, it totally makes sense.
Amendment that would be...
I just think that we'll end up winning that court in the Supreme Court. I think we're going to win that case, and I look forward to winning it. This has been going on. We're at that level. We're the only country in the world that does this.
I don't know about
There's
that.
no other country at this level. There's no other country in the world that does it. It's crazy.
Mr. President, if 64 people lost their lives last night.
Somebody says, how does the intention of the amendment matter? It's how it's written. Well, so... actually, that's a pretty simple answer. So, like, for example, the Second Amendment would be something that's kind of parallel to that, where you're trying to take into account the intention of the people that were writing the Constitution, and not just necessarily what the exact words are, and the interpretation. So, like, how do you interpret the Second Amendment, and where do you draw the line between what firearms a civilian can have, and which ones they can't have? Well, that's the interpretation. And so I think in that same way, that use case is being applied to the 14th Amendment too. And in fact, I think it was in like 1790, it could have been a little bit later than that, somebody actually was trying to be able to own their own personal like warship or something like that, or a cannon. And the court at the time ruled against it, even though the idea at the time was that, yeah, no, I'm serious, right? The idea at the time was that the purpose of the amendment was to make sure that people had equal arms against the government. That was the implication of it. So it's very, very long, like a long history of this. Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, yeah, two very different things. Well, but fundamentally they're not. What I'm saying is that fundamentally you're talking about an interpretation of a rule. And whether a rule is implied, or whether a rule is applied by the way that the words are written or the way that the words were meant. And clearly with the Second Amendment, we are interpreting it in the way that they were meant and not the way that they were written. That's it. I mean, I feel like that's very easy to understand. And that's just a simple example. You're completely missing the point. You used the wrong "your." Somehow I have a feeling that I am not missing the point. Anyway, that's my viewpoint. That's what I think.
If you aren't confident that DEI had any role, if you aren't confident that DEI had any role, why bring it up?
Well, all I'm talking about is competence. And we want in that particular position, we have to have the most competent people in our country because we're talking about lives. Now, it may or may not have had to do, but I don't like the fact that the helicopter was at the exact same level as the airplane.
Yeah, that was
The helicopter should
bad.
have been 1,000 feet or 500 feet above it or something below it. The plane was at 300 to 400 feet. Or the plane should have been stopped because the helicopter could have stopped. The plane can't be stopped, but the plane was on a schedule that was, it was along a track. They call it a track. And it's
Somebody says you're slightly uninformed. If you listen to the ATC air traffic controller audio, the UH-60 couldn't listen to the ATC direction to space properly because the helicopter wasn't on the frequency. This is dangerous Trump behavior. I don't know who's at fault, and I don't think that I have assigned fault to anyone. It seemed like it was the helicopter, but I'm not sure. I don't think that we know, and I'm not saying it's because of DEI. I think that's silly. Chatter's correct. I think he could be right, but I think that that's information that's going to be, like, everything about the situation is probably not put together yet. It will probably take another few hours, if not day, in order for them to figure out like what actually happened and who was at fault. So just be patient. Like I'm being patient. You can be patient too.
The same track that every other plane's used for many years. It was going down and landing.
Yeah. And
the helicopter got in its way. And if the helicopter was higher or lower or stopped or turning left or turning right at a quicker time. I mean, it turned, but it turned when it was too late. A tragic story. So, I don't know, do you blame it on the air traffic controller too, in addition to the pilots? Maybe the pilot's fault, they should have seen it. I would have thought they should have seen it. Because it was a plane that was...
I agree.
Loaded up with lights, and everybody, you can see it from Kennedy Center, you can see it very easily. So all I want is the most competent people in our country to be air traffic controllers. It's a very important position, and other positions too, by the way. We're not only talking about that, we're talking, but air traffic controllers, maybe in particular. They have to be brilliant with computers, brilliant with graphics. They have to be psychologically really, really smart. And
yeah, somebody said being an air traffic controller in chat was really, really hard. And like, I could see that. Yeah, I mean, imagine like you're just narrowly averting these things from happening all the time. Yeah, I could easily see that. I don't see how you can be flying a helicopter and not notice that you have like a giant fucking airplane flying at you, but I've never flown a helicopter. I can barely even fly a helicopter in Rust. So maybe I'm wrong on that.
You know, there are a lot of people that wouldn't be able to do that.
We talk about tariffs on Canada and Mexico.
It's hard, guys.
That's coming on Saturday.
It's hard to fly one.
Okay.
Saturday.
But no oil tariff, no oil tariffs.
No, I don't. Well, I didn't say that. You said that. No.
Well, I don't want to misinterpret.
No, we may or may not. We're going to make that determination probably tonight on oil. Yeah, because they send us oil. We'll see. It depends on what the price is. If the oil is properly priced, if they treat us properly, which they don't. Look, Mexico and Canada have never been good to us on trade. They've treated us very unfairly on trade. And we will be able to make that up very quickly because we don't need the products that they have. We have all the oil you need. We have all the trees you need, meaning the lumber. We have more than almost anybody in those two categories. In oil, we have more than anybody, and we don't need anybody's trees. We have to free up some of the tree areas that we have. We have great lumber in this country. We have to free them up environmentally, which I can do very quickly.
Free the trees.
But we don't need what they have. And for us to be subsidizing Canada to the tune of $175 billion a year and subsidizing Mexico to the tune of $250 billion, $300 billion a year. And Mexico is a method of China sending in its product. And with China, I'm also thinking about something because they're sending fentanyl into our country. And because of that, they're causing us hundreds of thousands of deaths. So China is going to end up paying a tariff also for that, and we're in the process of doing that.
Jesus.
We'll make that determination what it's going to be, but China has to stop sending fentanyl into our country and killing our people.
Mr. President, Israeli media has reported that conversations between Netanyahu's government and the White House have signaled that the U.S. may be about to pull its troops out of Syria. Have you made a decision to pull
I don't know who said that. I mean, I don't know who said that, but we'll make a determination on that.
I wonder why they just keep asking him about like military strategy every time. It's like he's just going to explain what they're going to do. He's obviously not going to do that.
And we're not involved in Syria. Syria is its own mess. They got enough messes over there. They don't need us involved in every one.
Mr. President, was there a shortage of staff at the control tower at DCA last night? You're aware of?
Well, that's part of competence right there. They shouldn't have that happen. Right there is what I'm talking about. Competence would be you're not going to have a shortage. But if you had the right people, you wouldn't need as many people either.
Do you know if there was a shortage last night or not?
I don't know. No, I don't know. You're telling me something.
Mr. President, you said earlier today that you had not spoken to Putin about this. When was the last time that you spoke with him? And has President Xi responded to your ask to help put pressure to end the war in Ukraine?
I won't comment on either of them, but we're doing very well with regard to both.
There are some reports that Xi might ask of you in order to give that help. Pressure to disavow potential Taiwan independence. Is that something that you would ever do?
We never discussed it.
You had said earlier that...
They're going to try and make them sign the Marvel Rivals TOS.
We would get more details about the victims on the plane. Can you give more on that now?
I have a lot of details, but it's something that'll be released to you also at the appropriate time. No, I have the full details.
There were a lot of young people potentially?
Young people, great athletes, great skaters. Very sad situation from numerous countries.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click.
Man. Yeah, Slovenia, I don't know, but all these people are warmongers. Yeah, I mean, I think that there's a lot of people, like, maybe I'm the only guy. Like, I don't want to have a fucking war. Like, that's so expensive. Fuck that. Fuck that. Like, if they want to have some kind of bullshit over there, that is not my fucking problem, man. And they also said they're wearing night vision, and having been in the Marines, night vision takes away your depth perception of the helicopter pilots. Listen, as I said, you know, it seems crazy to me, but I'm not an expert in this. I have no idea. So they're just going to figure it out, and then hopefully they can fix it, right? And so, yeah.
Say that the FBI headquarters should be shut down and reopened as a museum of the deep state?
Mr. Chairman, are we allowed to go an extra time?
Let's see, you get a second round. Before I call on Senator Lee.
Could he just answer the question if he said that the FBI headquarters, where they investigate cybercrime and terrorism, should be shut down and opened as a deep state?
Hey, Mr. Chair.
As a museum. Did he say that the headquarters should be shut down?
I think he did say that.
I deserve an answer to that question. He is asking to be head of the FBI, and he said that their headquarters should be shut down.
Mr. Chair, parliamentary inquiry.
You got anything you want to say, Mr. Patel, before I go on to Senator Lee?
Simply this. If the best attacks on me are going to be false accusations and grotesque mischaracterizations, the only thing this body is doing is defeating the credibility of the men and women at the FBI. I stood with them here in this country. In every theater of war we have, I was on the ground in service of this nation. And any accusations leveled against me that I would somehow put political bias before the Constitution are grotesquely unfair. And I will have you reminded that I have been endorsed by over 300,000 law enforcement officers to become the next director of the FBI. Let's ask them.
Mr. Chairman, I am quoting his own words from September of 2024. It is his own words. It is not some conspiracy. It is what Mr. Patel actually said himself. Facts matter.
You forget that you have 3 minutes in the next round to say what you just said.
Okay, I'll say them again.
Okay. Before I call Lee.
She's big mad. Just parliamentary inquiry, and it was on time. It wasn't disputing any of the debate, but I intend to keep to my 7 minutes, and I appreciate you keeping everyone to it. If we go over, can we have that decrement against the time in the second round?
Oh.
If a member goes over, that was actually 10 minutes, Mr. Chair.
I'm not sure that I want to. Sometimes it's faster to get things done here, just letting people shout and than it does to shut them up.
Mr. Chairman, you're a wise man, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
It's so stupid.
Chairman,
Mr. Chairman.
Before we go to Lee.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, what do you want?
What do you want?
I love this guy.
Oh my God,
Mr. Chairman, I'm unlike Senator Tillis. I mean, if we're going to start this, I want an extra 3 minutes.
Well,
now my friend Senator Klobuchar.
Oh my God!
3 minutes over.
So, here what you're saying is the chairman.
Oh my God!
Chairman, but not shutting her up. But I've gone through this before.
See, this is, you know what? This is, I think, what they were talking about like the federal government wastes a lot of time and money. I feel like this happens like You know, this is like this sets the tone for the whole thing.
And I think I know how to handle it and get
Well,
this done.
I think you're a star-spangled awesome chairman. I just want to say that for the record. But if you're going to let somebody over there go 3 minutes over, I want my extra 3 minutes.
Well, let's see if it's abused by anybody else before we make that decision.
I'm just telling you, I'm going to abuse it.
It's so good, man. Oh my fucking god, this is so good. Yeah, anyway, what is the rest of these? I'll get to the rest of them. Oh wow. They look old. Yeah, they look old because they are old. Oh, here we go. What is this?
Fortunately, Senator, yes. I don't want to get into those details with my family here.
Oh, let's get into a few of them. Tell me about it.
Well, if you look at the record from January 6th, where I testified before that committee, because of my personal information being released by Congress, I was subjected to a direct and significant threat on my life. And I put that information in the record. I had to leave. In that threat, I was called. Testimony. Go back to where he came from. Secretary of Defense, the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and myself. And the President authorized up to 20,000 plus National Guardsmen and women.
list is like 100 times bigger than the Diddy list. Because the Diddy list is just a bunch of weird celebrities and maybe like random local, like people, right? Or whatever. The Epstein list, that's the big one. Yeah, that's the big one. Yeah, in our prediction, exactly, right? We're talking like presidents, royals, heads of state. Like, oh man, multi-billionaires, crazy shit.
I have worked on this for years, trying to get those records of who flew to Epstein's
It's crazy how everybody was sex trafficking, but nobody knows who was it being trafficked to? How is it that we don't know all the names? That's crazy.
I urged then Chairman Durbin to subpoena those records.
Yeah.
And I ended up being blocked by Senator Durbin and Christopher Wray. They stonewalled on this. And I know that
Trump on the list. So a lot of people bring up Trump being on the list. Trump was on the list of flights. There is no evidence that he was at Epstein's island. But there is evidence that he was on Epstein's plane and he was friends with Epstein. So, like, you can take with that what you will. Is that the correct? Is that the correct evaluation? Yes, it is. Okay, all right. And so and again, I'm not like, my perspective is if he did weird stuff with the traffic kids, he should go to jail, right? I mean, so like if Trump did that, he should go to jail. Like, I mean, it's not even a question. Like, what are we talking about? So, yeah, I mean, of course I would want to leave. Yeah, death, not jail. I mean, like...
breaking up these trafficking rings is important to President Trump. So will you work with me on this issue so we know who worked with Jeffrey Epstein in building these sex trafficking rings?
Absolutely, Senator. Child sex trafficking has no place in the United States of America, and I will do everything to confirm as FBI director to make sure the American public knows the full weight of what happened in the past and how we...
This is the reason. I think that one of the problems is that a lot of the distrust in the government comes from the government being opaque about where the distrust came from. And I think that that's why I thought it was a good thing that they released the JFK and the MLK files, is because, especially with Martin Luther King, there is so much, like, I feel like it was, like, pretty much common knowledge that the FBI was fucking with Martin Luther King, right? Like, how many of you guys knew that this was happening before any of this stuff went public? Right? And we all knew this was happening. And so, like, the way that you solve that, and the way that you get beyond that, because like, that's a racial barrier. Because Martin Luther King is, like, probably one of the most influential people in civil rights. Like, fucking absolutely, right? So, like, this is a huge racial barrier, and it's like a scar that has existed for, like, 60 years, right? And it's not about making the scar go away. It's about healing. And the way that you do that is you show people the transparency. This is what happened. This is 100% it. And if the government did something bad, you take accountability. You say, we fucked up. That's all bad. But that's how you move forward. Because you can't move forward if you can't even acknowledge the past. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I was such a big advocate for this kind of stuff. Yeah, it's exactly. And so I want to see all this stuff happen. Absolutely. Transparency vital? It is. It's 100% vital.
Here, you answer yes or no. Did you make money? Earlier than last time, I'm going to ask you.
You have that information.
So, you refuse to answer the question.
I answered 1,300 pages.
You are no answer, and yet you spread dangerous misinformation. Here, you answer.
Oh man.
Consider for record of FBI. And here, no
associated with now the President of the United States in song were convicted of attacking police officers. Is that who we want running the FBI? I want you to turn around. There are Capitol Police officers behind you. They're guarding this. Take a look at them right now. Turn around.
I'm looking at you.
No, look at them. I want you to look at them if you can, if you have the courage to look them in the eye, Mr. Patel. Tell them you're proud of what you did. Tell them you're proud that you raised
Kiva to! Shike kiva shazu! Shashike!
that beat them with poles. Tell them you're proud of what you did. They're guarding you today. Tell them how proud you are.
That's not true. You know it. Accepted violence against law enforcement. I've worked with if I have their backs, and let's see about that
answer. Let me ask you this, Mr. Patel. Let me ask you this. If an FBI director promoted a song of people who sprayed pepper spray in the face of an FBI agent, would you say they were fit to be director?
Mr. Schiff?
Yes or no? Would they be fit to be director?
I am fit to be the director of the FBI.
If you were the FBI director and you promoted a song with someone who beat an FBI agent with a pole, would you say you were fit to be FBI director?
Mr. Schiff, I am fit to be FBI director based on my 16 years in government service.
And yet you did all these things, Mr. Patel. You can say, oh, I support law enforcement, I decry violence against law enforcement. You can say all that. It's what you did, Mr. Patel, that matters. It's what you did that matters. Well, let me ask you about something else that you did, Mr. Patel. Did you claim that Donald Trump declassified all the documents at Mar-a-Lago? Did you claim that?
In what proceeding?
To the public, ever. Did you tell anyone that Donald Trump declassified all the documents at Mar-a-Lago?
From publicly available information, President Trump issued a declassification order on a variety of materials.
No, I'm just asking you, did you tell the public, did you tell anyone, did you make the claim that Donald Trump had declassified those hundreds of classified documents that were at Mar-a-Lago? Did you make that claim publicly?
From my best of my recollection, I said President Trump issued a declassification order to a large number of documents.
Yeah, and were you present when he declassified all the Mar-a-Lago documents?
Senator, I'm not saying he declassified all the Mar-a-Lago documents. I said President Trump declassified a large number of documents, and I would hope this committee and the rest of Congress would want to get those documents to the American people.
Mr. Patel, before a president or anyone declassified documents, wouldn't...
I think it's pretty easy to say, by the way, that like talking about a rap song where you're pepper spraying police is like bad. Like if you're like going to apply for a law enforcement role, it's pretty easy to say that. Yeah, I think that this is it's not good. It's bad optics, right? You shouldn't do that. But who cares? I'm not saying it's a big deal. I'm just saying it's bad. You ask my opinion, is it good or bad? I think it's bad. Is that fair? I'm not saying, oh, wow, you shouldn't be the director because of this one thing. But, yeah, I think it's bad.
You want to know whether making the public would cause sources to be killed? Wouldn't you want to know that before you just declare they're all declassified?
Fence? No, I'm not on the fence. I want this guy to be the director. I think he's great. I completely support him. I'm not a fence sitter on this at all. I like him. Yeah, no, I do.
Wouldn't that be the responsible thing for a president to do?
It was the responsible thing for us to do. That's why we declassified the Nunes memo.
And did Donald Trump declassify?
And no one died.
And did Donald Trump ever ask any of the agencies who produced those documents whether declassifying them would put people's lives at risk? Did he ever do that, to your knowledge, Kash Patel?
I don't know that he didn't. Do you?
No, that's the problem, isn't it? That's the problem, isn't it? So let me just ask, Mr. Chairman, if you would,
yeah,
Mr.
this guy's acting a little bit. He acting a bit crazy.
He would support the release of his grand jury testimony in that case. I would ask you, Mr. Chairman, ranking member, to join me in requesting
a little bit,
with Mr. Patel's approval the release of those grand jury
Bro's
transcripts.
On the list.
And I would also ask Mr. Patel whether you support the release of Volume 2 as it pertains to you of the special counsel's report. Any reference to you in the report, to your truthfulness, Will you support?
I can see the way that he acts, though. I can see why they call him Shifty Shift, though. Like, I could easily see that. Like, that was a good one. Yeah, like, you could immediately tell exactly the reason why they say that.
The release to this committee of those sections of Volume 2 of Special Counsel's report.
I support following the law and providing whatever information the law requires.
Well, you said to the Wall Street Journal that you support transparency. Here's your chance, Mr. Patel. You support release of that to this committee, yes or no?
Your time's up. Before I...
Oh, there it is. Let me see. There's another one. I'll see if there's any more of these that are interesting.
Getting off some people, you're not doing your job right.
My colleague and friend Senator Durbin called you a conspiracy theorist. You remember that?
I do, Senator.
Is this how I...
You were instrumental in revealing that the Trump-Russia election collusion hoax was a hoax, weren't you?
Yes, sir. I was a lead investigator.
People still going on about that even now. They're still going on about it being a hoax from Russia. Yep.
Sounds to me like we need to get some new conspiracy theories because all the old ones turned out to be true.
Facts matter, Senator.
Yeah. I mean, conspiracy theorists are up something like 37 and nothing.
So stupid. Okay. Where's the rest of it?
And I'm going to let good cops be cops and put handcuffs on the bad guys and put child molesters in prison of America. And I'm going to let good cops be cops and put handcuffs on the bad guys and put child molesters in prison and put murderers in prison and make sure CCP fentanyl doesn't kill another one of your constituents. That's track one. Track two, to restore the trust in the FBI.
Did he point at the Democrats and then say your constituents? Because I'm pretty sure that, like, if...
That has degraded, not by my opinion, by the Gallup poll, that only 40% of Americans have trust and faith in the FBI. It is a cataclysmic failure in leadership to get to that point that did not happen over time. And so what the FBI must do while tackling violent crime and protecting...
That's what I was saying before about that MLK stuff. That's why people don't trust them. It's because they're opaque about it. They don't explain it. And, like, if you don't explain things to people, you're not going to have them believe you. They're going to think that you're a fucking liar.
Americans' national security and our sovereignty is work
they
with
hide shit.
Congress,
Yeah, exactly.
Republicans and Democrats, to expose any government corruption, provide government accountability through transparency, and get you... The men and women of the courageous work in God's community. I was fortunate enough to 7.2 national security measures to prevent shutdown state capitol from being attacked. Courageous men and women do that work every day, and these are cases you never hear about. Instead, the only things you hear about are the baseless conspiracy theories and attacks levied at me. Well, here's something for America. If I'm confirmed, bring it on. But you will not denigrate the men and women that save this country.
I've had for interesting reasons. They've all been extremely professional. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I've had to interact with a lot of law enforcement and interesting people over the years. And, yeah, they're very competent. I'll say that. Let's see if there's any more of these. Make sure I go through the rest of them. Because you work for Disney? Do I work for Disney? Is that it? Yeah, who would want an intelligence agency to be fully transparent publicly? I think with controversies and issues that happen that are extremely public, it's in the best interest of the public, especially long after the fact. Like, for example, with Martin Luther King, that bad blood like that is put down And the way that you do that is by basically explaining what happened. Because you're never going to trust somebody again who lied to you, who still won't tell you what they lied about. You see what I'm saying? Like, the first step to being able to trust somebody who was previously untrustworthy is for that person to tell you what they lied to you about, right? Of course.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Patel, do you believe that background checks for firearm purchases are constitutional?
I don't know the in-depths of it, but I think that's what the Supreme Court has said.
So the word would be YES, yes. Can you say yes? Are background checks constitutional?
I can say whatever the Constitution and the Supreme Court ruled is the rule of the land.
Fucking obviously. He's the director of the FBI. Yeah, this is already settled. He doesn't make that decision. Yeah, what kind of an asshole? Yeah, why not? Well, of course it is. That's what it's not a law, man. Yeah, what is this? So,
Yes. Yes. Our background checks constitutional. The word would be YES. Yes. Can you say yes? Our background checks constitutional.
Nasty bitch. Oh, jeez. You want to come start your grill? There's a lot of other ones I do with those too.
Senator, as you can see, I took a photograph with an individual who showed up at a book event. I don't believe I'm guilty by association.
So they said that he's a racist. This guy's a racist. Did you know Patel is a racist?
Showed up at a book event. I don't believe I'm guilty by association, and I certainly don't believe that an individual who is the first minority to serve as the Deputy Director of National Intelligence for this country is a racist in any way, and I detest any conjecture to the contrary.
So he takes a picture of somebody and he somehow endorses everything that the guy says? How the fuck does that make any sense? This is going to he's been told this 50 times. Yeah, he's a white supremacist. What people mean by white supremacist is that that's a person that you disagree with.
You brought up public trust. That's 1%. So, in a general way, without going for an hour, tell me what you're going to do to increase the public trust of the FBI.
Simple. Make sure we don't have 100,000 rapes in this country next year. Make sure we don't have 100,000 drug overdoses from Chinese fentanyl, Mexican heroin. And make sure we don't have 17,000 homicides. Those numbers need to be cut in half immediately. And the public will regain trust in the FBI and law enforcement once we achieve that mission.
Yeah. Yeah, put the people that do crime in jail. Yeah, that's right. And stop that from happening. Yeah, I feel like that's a really good one. And being ahead of time and, being ahead of the ball and just making it happen before it does. Like that bomb thing that they were talking about. This guy ain't stopping shit. Well, it sure seems like they're not stopping shit anyway, so why not at least try it? That's what I think.
Here, your answer is no. Did you spread dangerous misinformation. Here.
Oh man. Oh bro, why is she so pro? I don't know. I don't know why she's acting out like that either. It's nuts. Talking to herself, yes. Like Jesus, man, what is that? Oh, wow, no answer. Yeah, I guess so.
You committed that the FBI will not be politicized. So here's your first test. Will you commit that you will not tolerate the firing of the FBI agents who work with respective counsel on these investigations?
Senator, I appreciate the time to visit.
It is a yes or no answer, and it is your first test.
Senator, every FBI employee will be held to the absolute same standard, and no one will be terminated for cases.
And I'm not going to accept that answer. Because if you can't commit that those FBI agents will be protected from political retribution, we can't accept you as FBI director.
All FBI employees will be protected against political.
They deserve, those individuals deserve to be protected from retribution. That was your first test. You failed.
By saying all FBI employees will be protected?
What a stupid... What, bro, who is this guy? Yeah, who is this guy? He just said it. Yeah, he literally just said it. Fucking Cosby. Yes, I know. Well, what you have to understand is that when this kind of stuff happens, the reason why it pops off like this is because what they do is that they're trying to convince people that they're making the right decisions and like this person is bad. So they try to turn something that's like maybe complex or whatever into a yes or no question, change the question to be slanted in a way that is disingenuous, so then the person has to clarify themselves, and then in the context of clarifying yourself, there is the implication that because you can't say yes or no, then you are a liar. That's the logic, right? And that's the manipulation in play here. Everybody does this. This isn't a Democrat trick or a Republican trick. It's just this is what people do. They're farming clips. Yes.
I have played so many extraction shooters over the last few weeks. It's a category I've been a big fan of ever since first experiencing Escape from Tarkov, and I've been on the quest to find the best. And this one may just have some of the highest potential. Welcome to Contractor's Exfil Zone. You may remember a video that I made about 6 months ago where I looked into virtual reality battle royale games, in particular Contractor's Showdown. Well, they've added a new mode to this game called Exfil Zone, which plays as a Tarkov-like extraction shooter entirely in virtual reality. Now, I haven't currently been in the story, but I've been through a couple variations of these. I may have some more back there. Needless to say, I'm a fan of VR, and I do think it's going to have a future in gaming. But am I mistaken here? Is VR just a fad that's already had its day? Do these games actually have any potential? Well, there's only one way to find out. The first thing that I was greeted with when opening this alpha was a firing range. This is a tutorial room complete with weapons and attachments that I can physically put onto the firearm. Naturally, yes, this is a virtual reality game. It means that I'm going to have to physically do everything, such as reloading, equipping, arming, and putting items into my pack. Even healing myself needs to be done by actually applying potions into the injured body part. Okay, so we're not gonna throw any grenades today either. So with some of the basics down and having discovered my own stash and hideout, I took some of my best gear and went straight to my first raid. Uh-oh. And as this is an extraction shooter, we need to successfully deploy and extract. So I wasn't really looking for fights against bots or, of course, other players that might be wandering around and probably know this better than me. And I just wanted to find all the loot I possibly could. My chat was telling me that pretty much everything is needed. You just got to extract it. It wasn't long before I found a new weapon, which could be useful. Shortly after that, I saw my first son of life. Of course, moved in for a kill. Oh shoot, I like them. Oh, God! Other players must have heard the gunfire because within 10 seconds, I got into some trouble. Oh, shit! I missed everything! Full cover! Mag's going out! Don't shoot! I see him. Got him! Tango's down! Wandering around this strange new world, and of course I tried to remain stealthy. Navigation can be difficult. I encountered some collision errors, but the immersion, the VR element really adds so much suspense to this game. I was constantly moving my neck around, turning, checking my back, listening for any gunshots. I feel like the physical act of moving my body also added to the adrenaline that was pumping through me, because while the gameplay looks kind of slow, it really does not feel like that once you are in a combat situation, especially with the difficulty of having to heal yourself, suture limbs, apply bandages to stop bleeding, and even just after a couple buildings, I was very happy with what I had grabbed and just wanted to leave the map, exfil the gear that I got, but had a slight problem. I realized that there's a timer that I have to wait to count down before I could actually leave the map. There was another exfil still twice the distance that I had already covered, or I could sit and wait for this mid-raid exfil to open up. And that's not even the worst part. Unfortunately, I was already injured and I had completely run out of all healing, which I needed because I was starving to death. I had overexhausted myself when sprinting, in combination with a damaged stomach that I had to suture earlier. There was nothing that I can do other than sit there and die. So, after packing up some better equipment, including more medical gear and food and water, I opted straight into another game. And while looking for loot, I found something kind of cool, and radio. Look at the quality of this thing. I wanted to go and extract the radio, but I was again under attack. Oh. Damn it. Oh, my abdomen's cooked. The medical system in this game is crazy in depth, as I alluded to, especially compared to so many where you just automatically regenerate health, and just one tiny mistake can cost you your entire session. Because I'm having to stand up and physically make every action, it almost feels like there's more at stake here. So that in combination with also trying to have steady hands and aim, forget aim assist. You don't get that on a mouse, it's not even close on this. That feeling of not wanting to die, and me actually bringing in some gear that I don't want to waste again. But of course, since I'm on my main operator, I've got some valuable gear. It's immediately shoot on sight. And of course, after realizing that I was running out of this gear at this point, I was going to need to find another way to get a come up. Luckily, this game features something known as scavenger runs, which also is something straight from Tarkov, but what this essentially lets you do every 20 minutes is go on a free character. You don't need to bring in your own gear that you have in your hideout and your stash. They'll give you just some basics that you can go in with. Have a bag. Oh gosh, this is a tiny-ass little bag. And then try to loot more and exfil. These scavengers are essentially AI that's scattered around the map that you get to take control of, and as such, the AI that is also already there won't attack you, at least until you attack them first. So I was not planning to shoot anything. Good shoes. Unless, of course, it's a real player. Those will kill you. So I found a good gun, some ammo, but it really wasn't enough to make me feel like I stood much of a chance in the extraction mode. We're down horrendous today. I bumped into some other scavengers, but couldn't be sure if it was real or AI. After a while, I was pretty satisfied with what I had acquired on the run. Figured let's just head back to base, exit out, take some of the come up since we've lost so much today. And when I arrived, I bumped into an AI, which gave me an idea. Yeah, not too busy around here, is it? Not too busy. That may have been a bit unnecessary, as there was pretty decent chest next to him. Maybe that guy died for nothing. But oh well, you know, we took our exfil, proceeded to place some of our newfound wealth around the base, making sure to organize well. And I know that other games also have shooting ranges with guns on the wall that you can try and pick up and just practice with. This game actually has one too for the Battle Royale side that's phenomenal. There is a firing range as you continue to build out your base and your hideout, but even just the act of having this physical base that you can walk around in, make it look your own, even organize how your gear and everything is stashed and sorted is really cool. Physically grabbing, placing the gun adds another element to the game. Put it up on the rack, place the attachments that you find where you want them to go in a way that you just can't get in like a COD game. That makes it makes you feel more attached to the game and the gun. And of course, then even more angry once you eventually lose them. Oh, that's a player! That's a player! Another thing that this game makes super immersive is just the inventory management. Because I'm not super familiar with VR as a whole, it also means that almost everything that I'm having to do is relearning how to do even just the basic things like aiming and shooting. I can't see the dot. Oh gosh, my gun's not even chambered. And I do think if you're familiar with guns and firearms in real life, that you'll probably have a huge advantage on this in general. If not just with the shooting, but also the temperament. Oh, jeez. Especially whenever I inevitably am spotted by another player. Speaking of which, I need a little hydration myself. Oh, fuck! Luckily, I do feel like I am improving with every combat encounter. This being a game I went in, again, with some of my real gear, filled my bag up. Oh, wow, look at that. I was ready to extract, but it seems like every time I try to escape, I just run into more and more problems, man. The exfil points are actually so far. I feel like I'm having to travel across the damn city, and I was barely able to heal and hurt bad, thinking I had prepared enough for this raid. I was still barely able to heal and just make my way to the exfil point right when it was in sight. Of course, here comes another ambush. There's 3 of them. Oh, we're so cooked, dude. We're so cooked. I'm out? What the? There we go, there we go. Give me the syringe. Okay. By far, the most exhilarating and satisfying exfil that I have had in an extraction game yet. A lot of that due to it just being so, like, it was like I'm playing a game for the first time again. But there's also so many different types of loot to extract. I was incredibly impressed. Common trash. Then looking through everything that I had acquired at the end, it just felt great. And even more gratifying when, of course, I find out it sells for a nice price. Oh! 25 grand! Now that I was finally making some money, I'm not sure if I was actually in the money since I had quite a bit of good stuff at the beginning, but I decided to start spending it and seeing how the rest of the systems work to upgrade some of my gear. I also got a new gun for completing my first mission. Chat was also super helpful in telling me that there's a starter kit which you're limited to buying 2 per day of, but gives you a ton of value at a really cheap price, giving you a bigger bag, some helpful supplies like food, water, as well as armor, weapons. And I decided to hop into one last game, where I quickly found a very nice looking gun. I found some good household items, which I needed for another mission. And just when I had crossed the entirety of this map, had another fantastic raid, risked some of my best stuff bringing in an elite backpack, I heard shots just ahead at where exfil was. Oh boy. And we found players. He's dead. Get some water in me. Oh, shit. No! I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty delusional at this point after having spent so long in VR. Maybe I needed some water in real life, too. It was some bad decisions. Nonetheless, it was an insane first experience with an extraction virtual reality game, this being Exfil Zone. A lot of people have told me to check out Ghosts of Tabor, which is another extraction shooter that actually came out even before this. However, already having some familiarity with Contractor's Battle Royale, I figured this might be more easy to pick up, and after hearing so many good things about it, I wanted to hop on and give it a try. And while it may seem a little basic when maybe comparing it to Escape from Tarkov, where clearly it's drawing most of its inspiration here, the fact that it's virtual reality, I think, takes it to a whole different level, where I'm not going to quite expect as much in the first place, but it really over-delivered on what I was even going to expect from this experience. It delivers so much intensity, huge risk-reward factor here, that difficult level of trying to restore your health and figure out what's wrong, taking care of each individual limb. And the VR aspect really takes it to a different place than what you could really ever experience, in my opinion, on just playing it from the PC. I think there's a lot to be said of what makes a PC game better than playing virtual reality, but the experience alone is very unique. And I know a lot of people, of course, this being recorded just after the holidays here, also just got virtual reality, and I've had so many people coming saying that they've been checking this game out, amongst others with the new VR headsets and everything that people are looking for good games on. This currently being $20 on Steam. I see why it's been a very popular one. And if you haven't checked it out yet, I would definitely recommend it. Even if you're a big extraction shooter fan in the first place, there's enough familiarity here while also being a completely new experience. Who knows? Maybe is exactly what this niche is secretly craving. So, have you played this yet? How does it compare to Ghosts of Tabor? Maybe we should go visit that one for a future video even. Does this look appealing? Would you even want to try it if you haven't experienced VR yet? Does this make it more tempting, or just something that is completely a no-go for you? I will say, after experiencing this game and the 3 to 4 hours that I had to put in to set all of this stuff up to stream and everything, I was delusional at the end and definitely felt motion sickness, which I rarely ever feel even inside of this. Partly, I think I was in there too long. I think me not eating probably didn't help, and spending as long as I had to set the stream up for it all. But I know that's something that deters a lot of people from even getting into it in the first place. But yeah, I thought this would be a great game to cover. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and the coverage of it. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Stelmass64, over and
By the way, I heard the bandits have been rather quiet these days. I wonder if something's going to happen.
There has been some drama happening due to the RuneWorld server closing suddenly, and it is natural. We have a lot of the people complaining that apparently they should have been like warned earlier this was supposed to happen, but we're not going to be covering this drama in this video right now. If you want to find more details about it, you can go to the RuneWorld Discord and see what.
You guys just see that, by the way. Look, I just donated $500. How do I collect the in-game GP? Like, that's just one guy donating $500 on a private server to get good items on the private server. That's why I was trying to tell you guys last time that private servers make bank. I'm talking about, like, and this is on the low end. Like, this guy, he had one of the biggest private servers, right? This guy, David. I would say that he probably made over like 40 to 50 a month. And honestly, I think that's on the low end.
There has been some drama happening.
Oh, it's Kai Cenat. All right. This video has 10 million.
First day in the USA.
Do you guys remember that Parasite?
Grapes are a specialty of this village, so our wine tastes excellent. Now that the village is a port for the Allied Resistance Forces shipments, we're getting even more famous. By the way, I heard the bandits have been rather quiet these days. I wonder if something's going to happen.
Is Sea of Thieves lost? Now, this isn't scripted. I'm talking from the heart, but the more I talk, the more what I'm saying will make sense to you, I promise. So let's jump into it. So let's talk about Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is one of the best games I have ever played. It is a pirate fantasy game, and I still remember the 2015 trailer that absolutely captivated my heart for this game. If you've never seen the trailer, I highly recommend you watching it. I'll make sure to put the link in the description below so you can watch it yourself. This video I saw while watching the E3. This is, I think, 9 years ago at this point. This video was just, it captured me. I was hooked. From that point on, I was watching the development of the game, and I was waiting for the release of the game. Since that time, we have gotten some amazing updates to the game. Now, let's just talk about a few, and I want to break down and kind of just talk about it, because that's what this video is. This isn't scripted. I'm just talking from my heart because I've been thinking a lot about Sea of Thieves lately, and I'm trying to figure out what is going on. Why do the seas feel off. That's why I'm asking the question, are the seas lost? And I swear, the more I talk, the more it's going to make sense. So let's jump into year one of Sea of Thieves. Let's go back down the history of the game. Sea of Thieves launches. No one knows what to do. No one knows what's happening. There's this sense of discovery among every single player that jumps into the game. Because there's no guides out there. It's just, what do you find sharing it with your friends, kind of jumping in. Year one, we see a lot of cool things. One of the coolest things being we finally get the Hungering Deep campaign. Now, I believe this launches pretty quickly after the initial launch of the game. And this is awesome. Okay, absolutely awesome. Because what you had to do is you had to venture around, find some journals of this character that you didn't really understand who it was. His name was Barrett. The cursed sails, and this introduced the we also got the Devil's Roar at some point, but I'm going to talk about the cursed sails because that introduced another game. It introduced the skeleton ships, and you had to go around and you had to fight these fleets. It's literally the skeleton fleet. That's what we had to do, but it was released with this update, with this lore, with this feature, with this like story narrative. That was absolutely incredible. For all those that remember, you had to go to Golden Sands, you had to follow some footprints that led you on a kind of a journey to figure out what was going on. And eventually you kind of came to this conclusion that the skeletons are at war and you had to fight them. And it was awesome. It was incredible. Every update, people got excited because there was this mystery. There was this lore. It was pirate fantasy. You look back at the early stages, the early cosmetics for the game, and there's some of the best cosmetics that exist in Sea of Thieves. They really are. They're very pirate focused, very pirate fantasy. It was awesome. And everyone got excited. We had one of my favorite updates, the Shrouded Spoils. Now, this update wasn't necessarily an update that brought in any new story, but it did kind of heal some of the broken gameplay loops. It brought the forts back into a more consistent. I think it changed the spawn rate from 2 hours to like 30 minutes or something like that. It was awesome. Made it so you can encounter Megs at random throughout the seas, first time in the game. There's a lot of like little things that the Shrouded Spoils brought in, and for everyone that was here, they will remember it very affectionately. What's interesting during this whole time, during the Sea of Thieves era of year one, there would be these parts within the seas that were slowly changing, and they wouldn't tell you about it. Literally, you had to go find it, and someone within the community, usually on Reddit, would start finding it. This is when I started to watch Captain Falcor. Now, I love Captain Falcor. He's one of the best creators in Sea of Thieves, and he creates amazing content specifically around lore. But if you go to his YouTube channel and you really dive down into it, he hasn't been creating a lot of lore videos recently. And when you talk to him about it, it's because there's not much to talk about. It's not that he doesn't want to create it. He loves that. He just doesn't have anything to say because there's nothing new. That isn't great. This game is built on the story. Every major feature that we have gotten has come from story driven, this narrative, this sense of discovery. There's this video that Falcor made recently that really talks about what I'm sharing, and it makes you kind of emotional if you're a big player that loves Sea of Thieves, which I am, and I know a lot of you guys are. You wouldn't be watching this YouTube video if it wasn't. So why am I saying, like, what is going on with Sea of Thieves? Is Sea of Thieves lost? Because right now what's happening, I can't really explain, but it just feels off to me. I have 10,000 hours in the Sea of Thieves. 10,000 hours, more than that. I love it. I've been playing this game non-stop since the release of the game. I've been through the game's ups and I've been through the game's downs. I've just been able to work through it because at the end of the day, it's a fantastic game. And if you're new to Sea of Thieves, this is all still very true. There's a lot that you get to discover. All the tall tales are incredible. You get to experience those for the first time, your first steals, all of that stuff still rings true. But what I'm talking about right now is the feel and the direction of Sea of Thieves. And maybe the writing's been on the wall for a long time, because I'm going to say this phrase and it's going to make sense once I start showing you some images. So like, let's talk about this, for example. I feel like Sea of Thieves is going the way of Fortnite. Now, let me explain a little bit. In the early days of Sea of Thieves, the kind of cosmetics that we got were very pirate focused. They felt like they belonged in the game. Even ridiculous things like the Ruby Splashtail costume. Yes, it's kind of crazy, but it does kind of fit with the idea of sirens, right? There's some kind of, you could tie it back in some way, somehow, maybe, right? There's a stretch, but it wasn't like, that was the start of what I'm describing, Sea of Thieves going a little bit more Fortnite than what is traditionally Sea of Thieves home here. All throughout the first year of Sea of Thieves, we would see the world change around us, and there was a lot of excitement and there's a lot of energy around that idea. In fact, for all those who don't know, the Arena Tavern that's at the center of the map, that got built up over time. And finally, when they released the first year anniversary, when we got the announcement of the arena, bam, Adventure had the Sea Dog Tavern, went with the arena mode that was released. It was awesome. There was so much excitement, so much buzz about the game. You saw it in the socials, you saw it in the Reddit, you saw it everywhere. You saw it in the creators that create content for the game. We were pumped. And this cycle of story-driven features would continue to happen for many years, up until the most recent seasons. Honestly, this last year, I would say things started to kind of deviate from the course that we all love. Now, someone's going to say out there, Hippo, what about season 13? Season 13, we got the Burning Blade. It's awesome. I'm not saying it's not awesome. When it works and when the ping isn't terrible and the desyncing isn't terrible, the Burning Blade fights were incredible. Let's talk about that for a second. For 6 freaking years, we are waiting for Flameheart to be released into the game. He was this villain that is the guy behind the curtain that we have been fighting against forever in the seas. And finally,
stand back, fool, I've got a bomb. All right.
but we really lost it because we got poor Merrick. But it's like, that's when these things very fun. Season 9 comes in, great
Hey,
quality of life. Now, a lot of people
love what you've done with the place.
That's Warden Shop to you.
A lot of great things like
Holes!
Scaling.
Yo, Frankie, how's the wife and kids? You miss me?
Shut it, clown!
A lot of people here really want to talk to me.
Not by a lot at the beginning.
Really? I don't mind walking. Not so tight, boys. You'll crease the suit.
Get that filthy degenerate out of here.
Warden, something's not right. I'm going with him. Is Commissioner Gordon here?
Yes, sir. He's waiting for you down at patient handover. He got here just before you did.
Sharpie loves his cameras. Hey, Sharpie, you getting my good side? Ah, but heck, they're all good, aren't they?
I want him securely locked away this time. Another escape and I will lose support for my mayoral campaign.
Don't worry, Warden.
Okay, here's the thing. Elon Musk, you all know. Believe it or not, he was benevolent enough. But since one of the main challenges with this build is that it's fat rolling, I'm going to add the restriction that no matter what I level up, I must be fat rolling at all times. Finally, anything not expressly shown in the build, such as physics content, flask allocation, and weapon or summon levels is gonna be up to me. I think that's about enough to get us started. As always, make sure you leave a like if you are enjoying the video and subscribe to the channel. I think that about covers the intro. Let's get moving. Alright, so I think we're gonna start off with some prisoner here. Based off the stats, I'm pretty sure this is the class he picked. Plus, we get to start with magic glint.
You're not
which is
coming
one of the
back.
spells we're gonna want to use. Now let's see if I can make a decent Elon.
Look at all this new security. How's the guy supposed to break out of here?
Melon husk. And away we go. Alright, now some of the items in this build are accessible in the world, but some of them I am gonna have to beat some bosses to get. I guess I'll figure that out as I go along. Which, by the way, much like my last
Oh,
video,
it's always nice to return to my sweet little hacienda.
And then in the next episode, we'll actually finish the game. So with that in mind, if you do enjoy this video and you want to see part 2, definitely make sure you hit that like button. If this video gets 1,000 likes, I'll release part 2. Anyway, now I gotta go do the thing where I spent like a half hour collecting stuff. You guys know the drill. I'll be right back.
Scan initializing.
You know what? I prefer the good old cavity search. Much more personal.
Multiple prohibited items.
I want you to search again. I thought that was a completely different attack. That almost
Ooh, would you sneak in with your bats? Come on, tell me. Batarangs, bat claws.
We're gonna cast
That's
one here.
smacks.
Why are you like right next to me? Can't you just like stop, okay? Open the gate. Do that crap. That is not gonna hit me. It's lagging. Why
I want weapons on him at all times. Do not let him out of your sight.
There'll be time enough for you later.
Speaking of time, we have this strap, and I don't necessarily need to rely on the weapon art. I think I can
Is that a
hit him.
crocodile I
hear? Stand next to him and dodge.
What's up, Doc? Pencil me in for tomorrow at 4.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Got a
This is
lot
the
of
easiest
catching
fight
up
of
to
my
do.
entire life. Although since he's just walking at me menacingly.
Looks like we left someone behind.
I think I can just
Hey,
straight-
Bats!
Yep. Also,
Did
believe
I
Blue Bell
tire
does-
you out back there? Oh, I'll get easy next time.
Oh my god, I got that shield up at the last fucking second.
Ooh, it's my favorite show.
No! Oh my god, I'm
You'll never escape.
Oh, I'm alive! Okay? Bing, dodge the hammer, that's good. Dodge that. Left. Okay, that broke my shield, but that's fine. Range attack. Shut it! Oh, that actually hit him. We're chilling.
The state of the wiring in these metal things is
Sit the fuck
shocking.
down, Market.
My boys over there could have been
Suck my
hurt in that
Tesla. Actually, wait, hold on. Don't I have
unfortunate fire.
for this? This one. That's not quite it. I thought it was more like that stupid fucking X jump he does, if you've ever seen that. So why is my character running so quick like that? Is it because I'm fat rolling? I mean, honestly, it actually kind of works. I imagine.
Just
that's
gotta check
probably
your
how
prisoner,
Elon puts it
Officer
in real life.
Lloyd.
Okay, definitely
Whatever,
taking health here. Now that I have a talent,
following
I'll
procedure.
equip this too. Now I could go into
Patient
Stormvale,
seems to be
find
in
Road
satisfactory
Derek, fight
condition.
Godric, but I actually kind of want to
Looks
go
like he
get that
suffered minor
staff. I don't know if I can
lacerations,
use it
probably in the last
necessarily,
2
but we'll
hours.
see. Also, I don't know if
There
I've
seems
ever
to be
fought this boss before, so I'm not actually sure how that is.
Need to take my temperature? I'd be
And I
happy
believe
to
this is
drop
a
my
gang boss, so I might want to summon my puppets.
Get him out of here.
He's good. Get the door open. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. And stagger. Well, micro stagger. Yeah, this is easy. Come on, come get some. Here you go. I don't know where your buddy went, but have some more. All right, goodbye. Never mind. I don't got to summon shit for this. I drank the wrong
you
flask.
big lump. You'll be late for the party.
Still getting used to this? I mean, I can sit here and cheese all day, dude. You're not gonna hit me at all? Man, I should have done this first. What was I doing sitting there struggling against Margaret for no fucking reason? Anyway, I think this should be it. Yup, Lusat's Glintstone Staff. So that's the actual staff Elon uses in the...
You are the lady. We got another psycho on the way.
Can you smell the excitement in the air? Who? Must have been one of the guards.
So basically, I'm not casting...
Rocco! Is that you?
I'm gonna get 6 from the head. So that means I need 11 intelligence in order to do it. That fucking
Get ready.
sucks. So much for investing in health, I guess. And not only
Keep
does
your
it
weapons
still
trained on it
suck,
at
it's
all
also a pain in the
times.
ass to put together. Oh yeah, and I just noticed this, as if it wasn't bad enough. This enhances my sorcery somehow, but it's so I need to invest in order to make this build suck slightly less. Whatever, I'm going to Godric. Hello, Gostock.
What's it doing?
I've got your scent, Batman. I will hunt you down. A toy collar won't stop me from killing you, Batman. I'll rip you apart, eat your bones.
I don't remember where his third spirit ashes are.
That reminds me, I really need to get me some new shoes.
Okay, move up. None of that hit. Game fucking lagged and everything. Yeah, honestly, you know, boss battles aside, the fat roll's really not as much of an encumbrance as I thought it would be. As soon as I say something, of course. The classic. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I feel like fat rolling was way worse in older games. All right, now I believe Rogier is in there.
Hurry up, you big lump. You'll be late for the party.
I don't really want to run through the bird gauntlet, but I might have to. I wonder if I went off here, can I like jump down from up here without dying? There we go, that'll do. Now I only have to run past
Twinkle, twinkle, little bat. How I wonder where you're at.
No problem. Okay, and my buddy should be here. Hello, sir. Tell me something good. All right, so I think I've exhausted his dialogue here. Now I should be able to just run to Godric. I don't think I need to do anything else. I'm pretty sure he just moves around. I really hope I don't fuck something up, though. I'm pretty sure
Whee! Great night for a party.
Not where you're going.
The night is young, lads. I still have a trick or two up my sleeve. I mean, don't you think it's a little bit funny how a fire at Blackgate caused hundreds of my crew to be moved here?
6 and 3 for now, because I still can't fucking cast.
I thought I told you to stay quiet.
Oh, Frankie, you really should learn to keep that fat mouth of yours shut. It'll get you into trouble.
Tell me something. You've never let me catch you this easily. What are you really after?
No, nothing much. Hundreds dying in pain and fear. All their meaningless lives brought to a horrifying conclusion. All thanks to you and a book of matches. Was that the answer you wanted?
Avoid contact with prisoners from Blackgate Prison Facility. Nice.
What's he doing?
Stay where you are.
Get a flashlight. Get a light on him.
Okay, Mary, that's all to save my...
What? Don't you trust me?
Our guest has arrived.
Intensive treatment lower floors are now at level red alpha.
So, you're back. You killed 3 of my crew and you busted out of here.
Only 3? Oh no! I'll be sure to try harder next time. What say we aim for 100?
Holy shit! Hit him! Yeah! Fuck you, Godric! Oh, suck my SpaceX. I did with the jump for joy anyway. It's not the same, but you know.
Long night, Jim.
Look at that shit.
Joker invades City Hall and holds the mayor hostage, leaving it to me to juggle SWAT teams, the media, and you. Yeah, it's been a hell of a night.
Hopefully the last one will never happen
I wonder if
again.
it's because I killed him like, mid-animation or something. Anyway.
Hold it there. Sorry, Batman. Arkham staff owns you.
I assure you, if anyone's qualified, it's...
Listen, I appreciate the assistance, but he'll unsettle the more violent inmates.
I think he's talking about you, Bats. Don't be a stranger. You're always welcome here.
Yes, we do.
Gotta say, it's good to be
back. I think that's a standard weapon, though, isn't it? Moonveil's actually
You
probably
okay?
better. Well, equip it,
He
obviously.
surrendered almost without a fight.
Yeah, I mean, Moonveil literally
I don't
does
like
nothing.
it.
But this thing
At
does
least he's
have,
back where he
interesting
belongs.
weapon art, so maybe I'll use that a little bit. Oh, and I need items for you, because I would like to upgrade
Get up!
now!
Joker's loose. Alert the warden.
The joke's on you. Ta-da! Honey, I'm home.
Come on in.
I will have to kill the red wolf to get
Welcome to the madhouse, Batman! I set a trap, and you sprang it gloriously! Now let's get this party started.
Oh my god, you really don't take this.
Ladies and maniacs, I apologize for the disruption to your regular entertainment.
I assume you don't.
Everyone in the room, there must not be.
Okay. good because I'm over here. I can get it.
With a combined sense of
5 spells. Night Comic, Blink Play Comics, Loretta's Well, and then Zaynor Ice Storm, which that'll probably be that's probably going to be some. Now that I think don't let him hit you, you idiot! And probably lose that staff whenever we have to find some bell bearings. They do know where a couple of 5 and 6 are. There is one in Volcano Manor. Oh, which by the way, on that subject, we actually do need to leave the staff.
System's jammed.
Because that's the only one who actually
Joker's in full control of the security
it's only a plus
I'll find a
8
way
weapon.
out.
So the only things we're allowed to max
try
out
and
here, I
contact
guess,
the
are
warden.
Rogier,
Let him know what's
Rapier, if I
happening.
even continue using that. And Moonbell. Okay, so here, and this should be, yeah, memory stone. Very good. And now, we'll drink the physic, and actually, I kind of want to try the skeletal militiamen. So let's summon these guys. I only get 2 of them?
If you
That kinda
think
sucks. All right,
I'll
come here,
let
featured
you
avatar.
run.
Wait, you're just an archer avatar. Never mind.
always with the
What am I talking about? He one-shots them? Dude. Oh my god, these suck. Alright, well. And now I'm.
You know it's a trap.
Of
Wait,
course
there's
it
no
is.
way they're that crappy, right? Oh, and we'll continue to rise again until properly finished off. So they work like the skeletons in this game. The boss is gonna have to hit them multiple times or they'll keep. Oh, that's understandable. Okay, maybe they're a little less shitty than I thought. We'll give them a second chance. Come here, Mr. Erdtree Avatar. Here you go. Boom. We'll block that. Smack it here. Alright, how the fuck did that hit me? Alright, so they should respawn. Okay, never mind. They're gone forever now, apparently. That could have gone better. Hit him here with weapon art. Block. Lucky. Very lucky. Hit him here. Nope. Oh my god, dude. I'm getting the shield up like last possible fucking second. Hey, he missed. Hit him. Back away from the holy. Hit him here. I'm surprised he's not doing his projectile up. There it is. As soon as I fucking say something. If I just run, will it hit? Oh, never mind. I got stuck on a fucking rock. Okay. Hit him here. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm alive! We got this, somehow. Does he keep swinging? He does keep swinging. Hit him once. Okay, butt slams. We'll hit him here. And fuck it, one more. Goodbye. This counts. It counts. It counts. It counts. It counts. Tell me it fucking counts. Give me the enemy fell. Yes! Why is that becoming a running theme in this play? It can happen when I teach the Night Scab, too. Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me? That's not the right avatar. Why? Dude. Oh my god, it's not the right. It's this one. Oh, and this one's so much harder, too. Alright, never mind. We're not doing that. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that detour. Alright, well, before I do anything else, I'm actually going to go do Raya's quest real quick. Because Volcano Manor does have a pretty easy to get to Somber 5 and 6. And a 7, actually, if I can somehow manage to beat Godskin Noble. So that'll be kind of useful for getting me leveled up here. Okay, we give Raya the necklace, and we got the Volcano Manor letter. Alright, so that's there for whenever we're ready for it. But I'd like to do my Raya Lucario stuff. Now, we don't have to fight Renala, which actually it's a good thing because we're a magic build, so that would fucking suck.
Joker's been busy. These poor guards never stood a chance.
That might be a little tricky with this build. And then after that,
All patients should take their medication at the prescribed times each and every day.
Those being the Graven School Talent.
Warning, security breach in level B3. Warning, security breach in level B2. Level B8. Level B1.
Now I got the Graven School now.
Warning. Security breach in level B6.
Good to go. Oh boy.
Warning. Security breach in level B4.
Well, I guess that was
security breach.
Hey, Batman! Over here! Oh, and I forgot actually. I also need the shield
security breach in level B2.
That's another one I'll have to get to.
Warning.
Hello?
Security breach.
What happened? Even get in?
Joe, where are they?
Back down there. Do you need help?
No, I work better alone.
Yes, I can. No, I can't. That is the most incredible
Franklin, can you hear me? If you can, help's on the way.
How did that first one even hit me? Alright, for real this time. Hold on. That one was just a warm-up. I'll actually take it seriously now. Alright, come here, puppy. Okay. 1, 2, dodge. It's fine. Hits.
Oracle,
Hits. Now, the
can you
dog
hear
does
me?
bleed.
Loud and clear. What's up?
Oh boy.
Joker's escaped custody. He's running free in Arkham.
Do you need anything?
I didn't let go of...
Is my
Huh?
dad
I
still
never
there?
let go of the shield
Commissioner
button.
Gordon is
oh,
safe.
Boy, this one's gonna
Joker's
be
not far
painless,
ahead.
because I'm
I'll stay in
thinking I can't
contact.
just change it as much as I'd like to. Whatever, try again.
in more trouble if you
That.
continue.
We'll block both of those. Huh? Hit. Dodge. Drink. Please. Move. Dude, can you do anything at, like, pace? Okay, dodge that. Smack. Block. Okay, we'll dodge into that. Hit him once in the face. Dodge. Here, have this. Come on. Missed. That's fine. Hit. Block. I'm good. I'm chilling. Hit him here. I missed. Okay, dodged it. Smack.
Zaz has got my buddy. He's gonna fry him. Do something. Please.
Keep him
that hit was
occupied.
so fucking green.
I need to get behind him.
Why did I do this? Why? You know what? Maybe
I've got to get
maybe
close
the
enough to
marionette
Zaz to strike.
Let's try
You'll
that.
see me
I mean, if
coming on
nothing
the
else, it'll be a
ground, so I'll
distraction,
stay up
right? Let's
high.
try that. Some of you here. Let's go. Start shooting at him. Go. Okay, I tried to dodge and it just didn't dodge for some reason. My marionettes have literally not managed to hit this dog a single time. This is incredible. Okay, now he's swinging at the marionette. This is good. Can you stop jumping around
Have
like
another.
a fucking maniac? Okay, try this. That's good damage.
These old gargoyles should be able to
Dodge that,
support my weight
smack.
if I grapple up to them.
Blocked. Yo, my marionettes are putting in work though, for real. I mean, he's jumping around like a fucking maniac, but other than that, this is kind of working. Okay, we're chilling. We're fine. All right, one of them's dead. This sucks. Hit him here. One more. Stop jumping around, you fuck. Blocked.
Zaz is down, but not for long. Got to get close and take
I
him
got
out.
him. I don't got him. Shit. That's coming for me. All right, right here. I missed. He's stuck in the corner. He's not stuck. Please.
Someone put this animal back in his
Dave, be
cell.
nice. Oh, my marionette. My fucking marionette soldier. Look at this little shitbag fucking creeping over to the corner. Oh, man, what a beast. Yo, best summon in the game right there. Hell yeah. Oh, my God, that's so fucking stupid. Oh, we got away with it, though. It was certainly not my proudest battle, but it worked. Although I will say, this fucking sucks, man. I really need more help. But I also need intelligence. Well, actually, wait. This build does include the Crimson Amber medallion, which does happen to be in Volcano Manor. Okay, so I gotta go to Volcano Manor. But before I do that, I need to go get the headpiece I was looking for, and I also need Joker's big homecoming. I guess we'll go get the shield first. Oh shit, can I dodge
You
this
have
little
one
fat
chance
boy?
to surrender, Quinn.
Yes, I can. God Gamer, boys, that's me. All right, Moongroom, can you not be a complete piece of shit this time? Really nice. All right, what if I just run away from you? You are like a parry god. But what if I just do this? Dude, can you fuck off? Hey, what is it that he can't parry? Is it jump R2s? Is that what it is? Here,
Oracle, I'm here.
There we go. All right, jump R2s it is. I think he can't parry.
He's in
Stop that.
control of the security
There
system.
we go. There's big damage.
He's
Jump
probably
R2.
isolated
He's got his
from
like
the grid.
That's
staff.
not
Wait,
always
the parry
done.
god is
All
weakened.
police
Hit him
teams
here.
are reporting he's placed bombs
Don't
all
switch your
over
weapon.
Gotham. Says
Yes,
he'll
just
detonate
stay there. Let me
anyone
cheese
set
you.
foot on Arkham
Suck
Island.
on that,
It's being
Moongroom.
surprised
Oh, that's
at
for
the
all the
moment.
times you
The
parried.
story will break
Nice.
any
Okay,
time
so now I
now.
have
He's
this
lying.
thing, which
It's just a
actually is
diversion to
100%
keep people
physical
away.
block, And
How
it's
do you
better
know?
against magic, so I'm
I
actually
know
going to
it.
equip that. So yeah, we'll use this until we leave Raya Lucaria and then maybe beyond Raya Lucaria. Who knows? All right, I think
Try the radio.
It's
Control
like
should
up
be able
on
to
the
shut down the
roof
gate.
of the church
Harley
or
thinks she
something.
has me trapped in this chamber.
Ladder, and
She
then I
never
think I
was
have to,
very
like,
bright.
parkour onto the... Fuck off, dude. Are you kidding me? Stop. Dude, if this guy fucking kills me, I'm gonna lose it. Dude, having this little health is actually terrible. Okay, and then I want to go in here. Need to drop down.
Hey, Batman found a way
I
out.
think it's out
He just
here,
ripped the
right?
bit
It's
off
just
the
like
wall.
random crab in the fucking corner.
Batman,
Oh my God,
I'm
the crab
patching you
is-
into the guard radio feed.
Steve,
more Blackgate prisoners. By the boiler.
Which, if I
Who's that behind them?
also almost puts me over low. But this
Joker.
should increase my
free.
intelligence,
How'd he break out?
engagement, HP, and stamina. Oh.
Sorry,
Why
speed's
does
down.
every
Comms
item
are
on
up and
this
down like
build
crazy.
actually function
It's not good.
in some way,
I'll keep
shape, or
trying.
form? Like, it just has to fuck greatly increases intelligence. Well, by how much? Okay, increases it by 6. I lose 10 stamina and 50 HP. Well, you see how fucking stupid I look, dude? Who comes up with a build like this, actually? Anyway, that's everything I can do right with Mario. I guess I can go to Altus and then to Volcano Manor. Now, the question of the day is, do I feel prepared to fight Godskin Noble? Bearing in mind the fact that I cannot use sleep pods. This I do not know. I mean, granted, I can go to Volcano Manor and all of the other stuff that I need.
Decontamination
Medallions,
Toxins detected.
smithing stones, minus some or 7, and I
trapped
think
in
that's all
there.
I wanted from there. I
Warning,
can't remember. I guess
What is that stuff?
Joker toxin. Listen, the room is full of poison gas. Anyone caught in there is dead.
Are you gonna get in there and help them,
Batman? This will be
Batman?
interesting. All right, and then I think 4 or 5 more level ups, and I should be able to use the stab, and then I can actually cast some damn spells. All right, there's Raya. I just need to go grab a brace real quick while I'm up here. Also, actually, I just remembered. I think the Gloveroid Picker bell bearing is in the ruins over there. Maybe I'll go get that too, because then I can upgrade at least the marionette ashes. I don't need them to be like super strong. I just need them to not die instantly. Try something. Because it's great against the dog, but I don't know how they're going to do against enemies that aren't going to run away every single time they shoot at them. We'll have to see. Also, and now that I've
This isn't a simple escape attempt.
Also go fight for
Joker's been planning this.
So let's get that bell bearing I was talking about, and then we'll double back and talk to Raya to go to Volcano Manor. That's the plan. Because regardless of what I do next, I do want my weapon to be at least +6 when I go take.
You're gonna be fine. Stay here.
It'll actually be +9, but +6 is good too. All right. It's not this typical.
Batman's here. Hold on a little longer, Steve.
Assuming I'm actually in the right place, anyway. Let me see. Am I remembering correctly? Yeah, Wyndham Catacombs. That's this. Now I don't actually remember the puzzle for this one. I think I have to go down and get it. Well, that's a great start. And, oh yeah, it is this one. I do actually remember this catacomb. Oh, we got a 4. 4s are good. What's this? A 5? Even better? Okay, so now I got +5 variant and clear the room whenever I actually manage to make it through this place. Oh, I got another 4, actually. That's good. What? What the fuck just killed me? Fucking lovely, man, let me tell you. Well, anyway, what I was saying, now that I have 2 grave 4s,
I'm going after the animal who did this.
I don't really know how good they'll
Batman,
actually
the extraction system.
You know, I'm not gonna
Steve
lie,
was
this
trying to
build
get to the
really
control
hasn't been
panel
that
at the
bad
end of
so
the
far,
room.
At least compared to something like the Gooner Run. The problem with the Gooner Run, I think I was talking about this on stream. The issue with it is that you don't have any options. You just have to face tank it, right? Because it's literally just one spell and like that's it. But at least with this build, you have some options, right? Like I could say, oh, that summon didn't work.
great.
Oh, maybe
All
I
I
should
need
cast
is
it this
Batman.
guy instead of spamming Moonveil at him, or whatever. I mean, with the exception of the Mag Form, I really haven't had that much trouble yet. Okay, we run in here. We pull the lever. That guy has real nice resolve for some reason. Somewhere a heavy door has opened. Good to know. Go down here, I guess. Ow. Oh my god, I thought I was dead. I am dead! Whatever, dude. I know that's 9,000 runes, but I'm not going back for that shit. This catacomb fucking sucks. Fat rolling is not helping. Alright.
There's the extractor control point.
For some reason, I
A well-aimed batarang
Can't even seem to aim. Oh. Awkward. Alright, we'll just launch one of these at him. Whatever. That's fine. Smack, 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 smack. Hit him. Dodge. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Alright, I'm chilling. He's gonna do this crap, okay? Hit him with these. Fuck, dude. It'd be really great if everything didn't one-shot me. Which, yes, again, I understand I have nothing invested into health, but this is what the build demands of me, dude. I kinda had to set it up this way, or I wouldn't be able to use literally any of this stuff. Try again. Okay. Hit. Run away from him. Hit him with this. Actually, what if I just kept my distance and did that? It actually kind of works, though. Okay, he's doing this again. We'll hide behind the pillar. All right, now he's going to chase me around like that. Oh, you get to just phase through the pillar, huh? Funny, bro. Really funny. So we'll launch that at him. And then we'll just get out of the way. Launch another one at him. It's fine. We're hitting him with the bob and weave, boys. Hit him with the bob and weave. Smack him. Moonveil cheese strat. Works every time. Okay, he comes down. Smack him there. What are you doing? Why are you just standing there? Oh, okay. Ha! He got stuck. Goodbye. Too easy. All right, bell bearing acquired, 12,000 runes. So actually, it's still a net positive. Anyway, now that I got that taken care of, let's go back to the table. Okay, so I can use the bell bearing, and then I should be able to buy.
Hello. Someone please respond. Joker has explained to
then if I go over to Roderica, marionette ashes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. So they should be at least like a little bit tankier now, I think. What's next on the agenda? I mean, I know I said I wanted to go to Volcano Manor, but I also kind of want to go get this. Actually, I think I am going to do that. I really do want the magic crack tier. Like, it's just free damage that I'm giving up pretty much. Then after this, I guess we'll venture over to Volcano Manor and see what we can make of that. All right, so I drink this while I have a minute, and we're gonna go around all of these guys so I don't aggro them. Summon my marionette. Oh God, he aggroed me already. Hello, please, sir, don't kill my marionettes. I just summoned them. They're way tankier though. Look at that. Hit him. Boom. Okay, good. They are operating as a successful distraction. Please not me. Please not me. Please not. Oh. Okay, drink. We're fine. We're chilling. Fucking up my soldiers something fierce. Oh, there's a stagger. Big stagger. Hell yeah. Big stagger, big damage. Easy boss fight. Thank you, marionette soldiers. You guys are beasts. I'm not gonna lie, these things might actually carry the run from now on. There we go. Magic Shroud and Cracked Tear acquired. I'm feeling a lot better about fighting Godskin Noble now. I'm not gonna lie. What is it? 5 level ups, and these things are fucking people up. Hello, Raya. Take me to your leader. We take the hand, and now we go to Volcano Land of Free. And there's actually a couple things I want to get. So I am gonna go ahead and grab the map from outside so I can actually look at where I am. Now, I think you can actually get the Crimson Amber Medallion before fighting Godskin Noble, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to use it. I can't remember if you get the second talisman pouch after fighting 1 shard bearer or fighting 2. I feel like it's 2, so that may not be nearly as helpful as I'd hope. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt. I mean, I'm going to have to get it either way. I'm pretty sure that the Amber Medallion is behind that door with the Stone Sword key. Not the one where you get a Somber Stone out of it, but the one that I never fucking use for anything. This one right here. Hopefully nothing fucking ganks me while I'm doing this. Please leave me alone, sir. Oh my god, there's a... Wait, it didn't even move. Hello? What? Oh, now it's moving. Was it like fucking confused? Okay, there it is. We got the talisman. Can't even use the talisman, but I got the talisman. Nice if you would leave me alone, though, sir. Okay, made it in here. I wonder, do I grab that grace? I probably should grab the grace. The one from the I don't need the grace incident. Which I don't even remember where the hell that is. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, don't need another incident thing. And moving right over. Anyway, I am going to want to get the shortcut here before coming back for the 6. But as far as Godskin Noble goes, like I was saying, I'm really just going to give this a couple times. Might not be really at this point in the game. Now, we'll see what happens. And the Marionette Soldier Ash is absolutely fucked during that, what do you call it, the Erdtree Avalanche. Who knows, maybe they'll, like, absolutely fuck up the Godskin Noble for me. Alright, so there's my smithing 5. I need to go down and jump onto a roof to get my 6. Then if we do manage to beat Godskin Noble, we'll have a +9 and life will be pretty good after that. Somber 6, easy beat. Alright, so I went ahead and upgraded Moonveil to +6 now. Hopefully that is enough to deal with Godskin Noble. If it's not, I'll just, I don't know, struggle, I guess. Okay, drink the physic, walk in. He's gonna spawn, summon marionettes. Let's do this. Get the boys going.
What took you so long?
Hit him. Nope.
Oh.
There's no escape, Joker.
I mean, the
I will find you.
Oh, I was counting on
Until
it.
it wasn't.
Just not
boy,
yet.
This, may not have years stuff. I mean, I suppose I could try to go.
He's a big one.
It probably. This real quick. Drop back to the tail. Hit him here. No, not this fucking thing. That's damage. We'll drink. My marionettes are getting fucked. Oh, this is good. Okay.